Oh, come on now. Well, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. These folks done asked me to come on so they could do some laughing tonight. They done teased me already. So we just gonna have some fun. I'll wait till somebody come in. There go one person that done came in. See if I can't find myself up here. All right, they're coming in. I don't see nobody in the chat though. Four people in here. Let me. As y'all know, y'all see this. I'm trying to put myself on the big screen. That's a shame. I can't find myself. I can't come up on my own screen. Okay, let's see about this. Let's see about this. Nikki, welcome in. Hey, Nikki, Shantae, I'm here. Rebecca, touched by yarn. How you doing? Susan Marjoran, how you doing? All the way from over yonder in the Philippines. Hey, Shantae, we're gonna have a party, but not no big party. Not no big party. And Nikki, if any start bleeding, I got some peroxide right here. I got some peroxide right here next side of me. So put in the chat which story you want to hear. I got a whole bunch of them. Getting everybody in. All right, Mike. First aid on standby. yeah, you're right. Hey, Analytic Gardner. Hey, welcome in. First and stand. Okay. Put in the chat if anybody want to come up. Not just anybody, somebody I know now. Somebody I know. So, well, I could tell you about one of the situation was they had to kill all the pigs. They had to kill all the pigs up there because one of the inmates that was taking care of the animals, they found him and he got personal with one of the pigs. So they couldn't pick out that pig. So they slaughtered all the pigs. They got rid of all the pigs because somebody couldn't wait till they get back to their bunk to mess with their bunkmate. They had to mess with one of the pigs. So all the pigs out there were slaughtered. Yep. Now David talking all that trash. Where you at, David? My link is in the chat. Come on up here, David. Let me see. Where you at? We gonna catch up with everything in just a minute. Now, David done he went to go do something else. But let me see. Let me see what we want to talk about. Nikki said, "Ew, every bust anything crazy in a cell like stock crash, stat crash. Every bust in okay. He thought he was Kermit. I thought it was thought it was somebody. He thought it was somebody. He could have waited till he got back to the billets and saw his roommate. They was normal for that. What else is the most common misconception people have about prison life based on your experience? Everything. I tell you, one of the things that hit me most about the prison is you have some girls that I'm not talking about no women or nothing. I'm just going to be straight up with you. Every woman is not pretty. Every woman is not pretty. And got some women that came up in there and their hair was a mess and they was a mess and everything. And the inmates used to do just like the officers do. When a nice looking female come in, I listen to sergeants and other officers say, I'm gonna get that one. I'm gonna get that. And you know what? The inmates do the same thing. I'm gonna get that one. There was this young lady. She wasn't all that appealing. And her hair was. She come in. She just. I think she just used her hand and pull it back, and that was it. I don't think she combed it or nothing. I think she just pulled her hair back. And this inmate would always tell, "Oh, you look so pretty. Oh, you look so pretty today." He telling us all the time and talking about how good she smelled, this, that, and the other. She got fired from the prison. He said he was going to get it. He got it.
She in the cell with him.
He got it. Yeah. And I look at the whole time. Inmates and officers they did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had this young lady. She came up to me and she said, "Hey, Jigs, we ought to hook up and do this, that, and the other." And this other one was right next to me because me and him was talking, and the girl came up and she started talking to me, and I said, "What?" And I said, "I can't do nothing like that." I said, "I'm married." She bust me out, got loud and everything. "You're a liar. You're a liar. You said you married. I mean, you said you and your wife got a divorce." I said, "I ain't never tell nobody more. You a liar. You ain't got." And the guy that I was talking to, he lived like 8 houses down from me. And I said, "Hey, Evan, have you ever seen have you ever heard me telling somebody that me and my wife was divorced or whatever? And he said, no, I see you go in that house right there, and I know that lady that go in there, and from since I known y'all was married and y'all still living there, and this girl, ooh, I said, I'm not the one. I'm not the one.
Mm.
She took it, she bought, I think there was like 3 or 4 inmates out on this was nighttime. There's like 3 or 4 inmates out there, and they just looking because she fussing at me and stuff. I said, you got the wrong one. I didn't tell you that. I didn't tell you. Then I used to do a lot of hospital detail too. Me and another person take the inmates to the hospital.
Mm.
I'll go out, get the vehicle, make sure it's secured and everything. I stop at Tire One, and this girl, she stopped. She said, "Hey," I said, "What's up? What's up?" She said, "You know, I want to talk to you." I said, "Huh? You know, we can go out and do this, that, and other." I said, "Come on now, we ain't doing nothing." She said, "I tell you what." She said, "Here, take my number." She said, "Every other number." She gave me a whole bunch of numbers, and I was supposed to write down every other number, which was her number. I said, "All right." I wrote it down. Me and the other girl going to the hospital, got the inmate in the back. I was sitting there just laughing, and she said, "What you laughing about?" I said, "Nothing. I just laugh. We ain't got 10 minutes from the prison." I just threw it out the window, laughing. And
You
then
gotta
from
do that. See if you still got it every now and again. You gotta do that.
and then every time I seen her, she worked the hospital cage, and when I come through, now I be looking. I said, "Dog, what's going on?" Every time she see me, she said, like she flicking her nose with her lip. I, I said, "Dog, what's going on?" Every time she saw me, that's her way of blowing me a kiss. I said, I told Lesage, I said, nah, I ain't working in the hospital for no more. I ain't working. I said, this good woman, this woman gonna get herself hurt. No, I ain't doing it no more.
You said your woman gonna get herself hurt, huh?
Hey,
Yeah, I understand.
hey,
You know,
what woman said? My wife worked at the prison too, and
yeah.
she used to go to the range and stuff. I failed the range on purpose because I came from the military and I know how to shoot. I failed the range on purpose because one thing they say automatically, if you shoot somebody and they find out you were in the military, you had some kind of skills, they say you shot him where you wanted to shot him, so you actually killed him on purpose. So when I go to the range, I would not leave there with anything above a 95.
Mm.
I did it
How
on
long?
purpose.
How long have you been in the military?
Say again?
How long have you been in the military?
2 weeks.
Using 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm good at what I do.
You went to the military for 2 weeks, huh? You didn't go to
Yeah,
the military.
I'm good at what I do.
2 weeks?
Yeah. That's why I get all these benefits and everything. I took care of the whole situation in 2 weeks. You got to be a special breed, David. You got to be a special breed.
I see. Still fighting.
Nah, they got their 20 out of me.
20. Did you like it though?
Huh?
Did you really like it though?
Who?
You. Did you really like the military?
Yeah, but there was a lot of ups and downs. There was a lot of racism in it still. I was in the old military, there was still a lot of racism in it,
Yeah.
which they still got now, but I could deal with it. Uh, it was oh, it was square. I put it this way: as long as you left me alone, didn't bother me, we were good.
Right. I understand.
I put it this way: even when I went out, there was a whole bunch of soldiers. They was in this trailer. They was having a good time drinking and messing with women and everything. When I stepped in the door, everybody stopped. It's just my presence. That's it. All that stuff that they was doing that they know they ain't supposed to do, they just stopped. When I come in, they stopped doing it. I ain't never tell nobody to snitch on them or nothing.
Right.
But it's
They
just
say it was written all over your face.
when I got to Germany, they said, all right, what's your call sign? What's your call sign? I said, I ain't got no call sign. Next thing you know, they called me preacher man. I said, what?
Ooh, choir.
Preacher man. I said, man. I said, I ain't mad.
That's just like the nickname we just gave you. Paper cut.
Yeah.
God.
Every nickname I got, somebody on here gave me.
But Nikki the one that gave you that word, that name, paper cut. I'm just gonna keep it. I saw it in the chat. That's the only reason I said it. No.
Do you feel like they take care of you now? Yes and no. Yes and no. One thing that they take care of me, yes and no. I put it that way. For the simple reason, doctors' whole thing is to give you medication so they get paid. While I was working at the prison, I was on a lot of medication. But when I retired, that's when it finally affected me. Because when I was working at the prison, I was always on the go. Always. I come in. Well, when I started from the military, I always had a problem. It was always kind of rough because I was on first shift. But then we had this one girl who was related to the major, and me and this other girl, we were in the central station. We were talking and stuff, and when she walked in, we stopped talking. So she thought we were talking about her. She went and told her uncle that me and the other girl was talking about her, this, that, and the other. So next thing you know, the next day I got orders to go to third shift. I said, what? And she gonna tell her uncle that we were talking about her. She was a warden. Her husband was a warden. So she told me we were talking about her. So they left the girl on first shift and they put me on third shift. The only thing to it is they didn't know they helped me more than they hurt me.
Because you wanted to graveyard.
Sleep at night nowhere due to the military. So when they put me on third shift, they didn't realize they did the best thing ever. I did majority of my time working third shift and loved it. I got about 5 hours sleep the whole day and back up to do my job. That's it.
I cannot work at night.
Well, thing to
I tried it on.
Night you find out a lot of things, and you find out a lot of things working at night.
Man, my eyes will not stay open, man.
No.
I promise you, Unc, I was trying to drink coffee. Man, I could not stay up.
Let me talk to these folks. Bayou Sugar, I'm sorry I didn't speak to you, Bayou, when you came in.
Bayou?
Yeah, Bayou, 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm lost. Don't worry, I'll find you. You got hurt. Yeah. Travel.
Tampa said drop that link. No, she didn't.
Oh, okay. I told you Tampa was going to be laying right down in the bed on her phone. McKinney said, hang that phone up, Tampa.
I know she did, Nikki.
Nah, she didn't say drop no line. But man, let me see. On the night shift, folks used to come in and take turns sleeping. I had this one officer, once he come in and sit down, you could count before you get to 10. He was on first shift with me. He did the same thing. And then they put him on third shift. That's all he did is sleep. They had to take him out of the dormitory and make him work in the central station because he'd fall asleep.
Sleep apnea or something?
No, not sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is when you can't sleep.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I thought what's the one when you just fall asleep?
I don't know, but he if he sit down before you count to 10, he sleep.
My partner do that.
Yeah.
Sit down in the barber chair and just go to sleep. Man, what wake you up?
Later on, a few years later, the major called me down there, the major change and everything. He said, I knew what kind of people they were. And I'm not they type of people. So he said, I want you to go work mental health. I want you to work mental health. And mental health, there was also the four dormitories of AIDS patients. We don't call them AIDS, they call it GP plus. General population plus. The plus mean they got something. He said, Jigs, I want you to go to mental health. I looked at him strange. I said, what do you want me to do? He said, huh? I said, what do you want me to do? He said, just do the job. Just do the job. I said, okay, I'll take the job. I said, if you want me to work for you, I'm not doing it. But if you want me to do the job, I'll do it. Old boy didn't like me, but he said, just do the job. I said, I could deal with it. I could do the job. I'm not going to do what you want me to do, but I'll do the job.
Right.
I kept that for a good while. And I don't know why people didn't like being in my presence. Then after that, they gave me a job outside where I get in a vehicle and I ride around the prison. I just ride around the whole area. I did that for a while until another officer, him and his wife were fighting. They called me, told me I had to go over there. I said, dog. And he was a good fella. But when he get drunk, he act a fool. I said, man, that was one of the hardest stops I had to make right there.
It sounds like you didn't want to work where they wanted you, so they put you everywhere to keep you there.
I'm not a yes man.
I can tell. I see why you got that old paper cut. I'm just listening to you war stories. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. You walked in my cell with that bullshit. I would have paper cut your ass too. Give me that letter. I tried to get you on your wrist though, baby. I ain't gonna care.
Now you know the whole reason he did that.
Why?
Because he had curtains on the bars. After a certain time, you can't have nothing up at the bars, and this was like 11 something at night.
Oh, you want to tear his dormitory up? Okay, I see why. Don't tell you paper cut. You gonna get your boy. Leave that man curtains alone, man.
No, I take that mess down.
I know why he wanted the curtains in there, because y'all got that old bright ass light that shine right in the door. So he just put them curtains up just so his eyelid could be dark. Y'all say, this ain't your house. No,
I didn't carry no big flash. I carried one of them little small pencil flashlights.
See,
I didn't bother nobody.
I see you.
You could be wide awake doing your thing. I ain't got nothing to say to you. My job is just go make sure you ain't in there hanging or doing something you ain't got no business.
He wasn't. I mean, he the only one in there. He can't do too much shit in the 8x8.
5x8.
5. See, that's even smaller. You won't take the man. You won't take the man rights. Take it 30.
My feet boy. Naturally.
He said, man, I ain't opening shit. You bring your old ass in here. As soon as you went in there, J3 fell back, stumbled back, man. Real life looked down and said, damn, man, you cut me.
Hey, David, they don't need personal time because they wait till the female's working down front. Females walked in the dormitory too, and they wait till the female start shoot. As soon as the female walk by themselves, they own it. I said, you better put that mess away.
Man gotta do what he gotta do, man. I mean, man, that locked up man by itself, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man.
And this was live where they only come out one time a day.
Yeah, why he had the curtains up, huh? And you and them trying to snatch the man curtain down in the middle of that. Come on, huh? Come on, huh? Well, take them curtains down, boy.
Hey, I ain't had no TV, ain't had nothing but his imagination.
See. What's up, Sylvia? Paper cut in here tripping. I got to the bottom of this, Sylvia. Oh, paper cut took the man curtains is why he got cut that evening.
Hey, it's the law. You gotta take that mess down. He can't have it up. It's the law. Even inside the prison, got rules and regulations too.
I'm telling you, man. I understand that, but you gotta be lenient every now and again. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be no boss. And then you done told me already enough. I need to know they moved you here. They just got tired of you, put you on the track. Your next stop was gonna be out the door.
Well, the next stop what? Well, no, it was a good while after that out the door.
Cause I know you rode that tractor for a good while. That's a nice job. Come in and just ride the tractor.
No. After that, I went to shipping and receiving.
Oh yeah.
And
you probably not messing with their mail. Boy, you can't get this mail.
No, I didn't have to come in till 9:45, but I show up at 7:30 because that's when we're shipping inmates out to other prisons and everything. So I come in, I got to go down front, get all their records and everything, and then take it all the way to receiving, and then stack stuff up to go to different prisons and stuff. So by the time they start bringing the inmates, I'm still putting records out. So that's why I come in early. I enjoyed that job. Now and then they put a female down with me and we be chilling in there and all that stuff, and we get 1 or 2 inmates and that's it. But then on shipping days when folks really go out, it's rough down there. You can have 600 inmates in 2 cells. I said, man.
That's a lot of people.
It was rough.
Hey, Sylvia,
you load up the big school buses, ship them out. Whew. I'm getting tired telling y'all that.
How are you? J3.
Now I had a captain, and this is the strange thing about it though is he started picking on me. He wasn't none but 4'5", brother.
Hey, when he was asleep that night, he was saying I could take it.
He started picking on me because my son dated his girlfriend.
Oh man, so y'all see, oh my God,
he couldn't do nothing to my son. So now everybody, all the captains and the captains, lieutenants, sergeant, they know I always come in early so I can get all my stuff taken down to receiving.
I'm telling you,
he gonna bust up talking about some you need to stop coming in early. I said, what? I said, I got too much work to do not to come in early. You gonna tell me I'm doing something wrong.
I'm telling you.
He checking on me and everything, can't find her, but he was a lieutenant, he made captain, they put him on our shift and everything. So he said he gonna put a stop to it. He couldn't do nothing to my son. So he figured he took it out on me. So he got in there. This is me getting ready on my way out. He took and he gonna tell me, nah, you gotta come up out of there. Now, I was going to the doctor for my feet anyway. I had a problem with my feet from the military. So He just gonna keep picking and keep picking. I said, no problem. I got it. I got it. So on April 11th, I told him I had surgery. I had foot surgery. So they're gonna talk about you need to come back to work. You need to come back to work. I was out of work like 3 weeks. Said I had foot surgery. They kept bothering, telling me come back. We gonna fire this and I said, man, I can't walk up no stairs. I can't do all this. So I went back to work one time.
I'm trying to tell you.
The day I went to work,
a week I was hit with that paper, man. Y'all know I can't walk up them steps.
I took my drugs and everything. The drugs they gave me for the pain, I took it as I went into. Hey, I'm taking these right here. Hydrocodone and something else. I said, I'm taking this right here. Popped in my and all that. Came in. Now, that night they had a mock drill. An inmate escaped. And he was in my dormitory. Mm-hmm. We got to go around and check the dormitories and stuff. Now I checked the inmate cell, had paper. I get it down. They had a mock drill. Next thing you know, everything happened. Somebody escaped. Find out he escaped from my dormitory. This fella weighed about 200 something pounds, and he was a short fella. He didn't even make 5.5 feet. Short white guy.
He escaped?
Yeah. They said
he escaped. White guy.
Yeah.
Paper cut. You should have been. They should have.
Listen, Dave.
Go ahead.
He was on the yard. He crawled up the water spout, went over the roof of the building, and jumped the fence. And they said it was my fault. So
you didn't grab him. They say,
hold it now. This was a mock drill. So they knew everything about it. So around 3 o'clock, they brought him back. He was in K building with that sissy I told you that got everybody pregnant. He was over there with him in that building, and they're gonna bring him back, talking about they caught him.
I got some detectives in this chat. I want you to know I got some detectives in this chat, and they have. I'm just a chief. Don't blame me for my detectives' work. They say.
See, that was a brother that took my stick.
Yeah, and my other homie say, a short guy climbing.
Yeah. A short dude over 200 pounds.
Over 200.
Over 200 pounds.
Yeah. You can research on that's why they fired you.
Hey, he climbed up the water spout and went on top of the building.
Yeah, I got to do this.
Now check this out. I told them I couldn't work, but they was bothering me, so I came back just for that one day. So I said, y'all want to act like that? I said, I ain't coming back. I'm taking my medical. Find out I was out of work 9 months.
Damn.
Didn't miss a check. I got my check every month. Didn't miss one. I did not ask my wife for no time. I didn't ask nobody else at the prison for time. So I put my retirement paper. My wife said, no, you ain't. She said, you ain't going to leave me working out. Next thing you know, my wife, she went and put her paperwork in a week after me. They retired before me. That's because I was on the old system and she was on the new system. So they retired her first. Me, I'm on the system, so I could kick dirt and all that stuff. So turn my paperwork and everything and find out, what did they do? They fired me.
Yeah, you done got all this money paper cut. Shit, you done let inmates go. You're smooching curtains off the walls. You won't ride the tractor. Shit, what else you say? The mail room. We shifted you. Come on, Uncle.
No, David, listen to this. How you gonna retire? I mean, how you gonna fire me when I put in my retirement papers?
You were going anyway.
Yeah, but I want to go with my benefits, not with no benefits.
But they still gave you benefits.
That's because I'm retired.
Yeah.
If they fired me, I wouldn't have got no benefits.
No, you wouldn't.
So I took my bad leg and everything, went to Atlanta, talked to them folks and everything, and told them what was going on. I said, that mock drill that they had, I spoke to the warden. The warden said, it wasn't you. But this other fella came in as assistant warden, and we got a new warden too. He gonna sell him there's a case against him. I said, what? We had a meeting because they was talking about me coming back to work, and I said, I'm not coming back. The assistant said, we got a case against him. The inmate escaped. I said, what? I said, now we talked to the other warden that was here during that time. He said that was a mock drill and there's no case against you or anything. This old so-and-so gonna tell I got a case against me. So what they did was they said, you're not fired. We done call them and everything. They fired you on the 10th and you was rehired on the 10th. Because I went to Atlanta, they got it straight and everything. So I said, man, these folks, I said, y'all ain't got to worry about me coming back no more.
And he took his wife with him, CC. Yeah, you damn right. He took his wife. He went back and got her. I ain't gonna leave my wife up here.
No, shoot, they retired her before me. They retired her in September. They retired her in September. They retired me until January 1st. And that whole time, that whole 9 months, I was sitting at home. And they was getting mad with me and everything. And when I see the officers, I said, every one of y'all ought to give me $5 every time you see me. Why should I do that? I said, because I'm the only one that had a beard in this whole prison. Now y'all can wear beards. And what pissed him off was the day I retired, I shaved my beard off. I had a whole beard from
when you were working there, and because you told me you refused to shave. See, that's what I see. I knew I was gonna pick up on it.
From 93.
You was rebellious. You was rebellious. That's what that was.
No, I just held my ground.
I said rebellious.
David, you know how a brother is when they get all them bumps on their face after shaving?
I do. But why you go shave the day you leaving? See, paper cut.
Yeah, y'all see, this is supposed to be my brother up here helping me out. Now he trying to hurt me.
No, paper cut. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I love you. You know I love you, paper cut, but you wrong on that.
CC, no, I did not make my wife retire. My wife retired on her own.
Yeah.
She said, you ain't leaving me up here. So she put in her paperwork.
Yeah, and it's a way that when you go home and you talk to your wife and in pillow talk, it's a way that you say things that they make their mind up. Hey.
Yeah.
I
ain't had to say nothing to her. All I told her, I was putting my retirement paper in, and she took it from you ain't retiring and leaving me up there. No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
Yeah, Angela, here we is over here. When it came in J3, he telling us how he got the name.
They want to hit the name. You ain't right, David. But no, prison life is exciting. You just gotta watch your back. You can't depend on nobody else watching back. You gotta watch your own back.
Mm-hmm.
The only good thing I can say about the prison is the rent was cheap. That's it.
It got me.
I used to live out. They had housing for us, and my rent was $55, and then it went to $80. The whole time I've been there until I bought my own home, it was $80. That's how much it cost me to live out there. Me and my wife and 5 kids, $80. Let me see. So this is okay. Yep, that pillow top will get you. Yeah.
Oh, you had a good life though, man.
But yeah, it's a lot of good things.
What kind of cars you used to own?
Oh, all of them.
I mean, what?
How far you want me to go back?
What's your brand? Chevy, Ford? You like a Ford, man?
Yeah, I'm a Ford man, but I don't have so many vehicles. And I got something about that too. My wife had a car, my son had a car. I had 2 vans, and I had my hunting truck. There was only 3 drivers. We had 5 vehicles there.
Mm-hmm.
There was 5 vehicles at the house. They came and told me, "You got too many vehicles at your house. You got to get some of these vehicles around here." So I said, "Okay." Huh?
Who told you that?
The prison.
The prison told you?
Yeah, I lived on prison property.
Oh, okay.
They got housing for the officers and stuff. So I took my hunting truck, took it down to my house, down in the woods, and my family do jump. They do smashing and all that stuff. I set my truck in front of my house where nothing was wrong with it. The only thing was wrong with my truck, I wasn't driving it. But I took it down there because we had all the other vehicles at the house. I was in church Sunday morning. My uncle came and said, "Hey, Jigs, I got something to tell you." I said, "What, man?" I thought he was going to say something about the service.
He said, "Your truck going down the street."
He said, that truck you had in front of your house, it's gone. We smashed it. I said, "Boy, I want to slap him." I had my Isuzu truck, wasn't nothing wrong with it. It's camouflage and everything. Took my truck and smashed it with all the other. Now, the truck is in front of my house, not over there with all the junk cars and stuff. It's in front of my house. Ah, boy, they took and smashed my truck. Pissed me off. You in church.
You got paid for it, right?
I held my composure. Not a penny.
What?
Not a penny. Boy.
How they do that, huh?
Family is crooked too.
Yeah.
And I used to love the truck. I fish, hunt, everything in that. It was a Isuzu stick shift.
I remember them Isuzu pups.
That's the truck my son learned how to drive in.
Mm-hmm.
I remember on the side of the house. Daddy, I'm cutting grass. I need to move your truck. What my son did was, instead of him backing the truck up out the way, he drive around the whole block, a quarter of a mile.
I say I'm gonna move the truck.
He drive around the whole block, a quarter of a mile, and come back in the backyard.
That was he sound like me. I said I was gonna move the truck. I didn't say how far.
I think I'm just too easy. I'm just too easy. Breeze Omega, salute my brother. Why they smash it?
It ain't too easy, man.
Because my family, they did metal. They did abandoned cars and all that stuff. They smash it. They get the money. The only problem was he pissed me off because they got my truck and it wasn't nowhere near they junk. It was in front of my house. And that's common sense. If it's in front of somebody else's house, you know you shouldn't be bothering it.
Y'all still would be talking to them.
I had to ask the Lord to help me.
I ain't gonna ask him because he gonna help me. I don't want no help. I'm serious, man. Y'all ain't built like me. Sometimes I don't want his help. I don't want to do it myself.
Well,
don't hurt me. Some of y'all got that same energy. What you say?
I understand what you're saying, and the thing to it, a lot of reason, like I said, I was in the military. That's one of the reasons I try my best not to get angry or mad, because I know me better than you know me.
Mm-hmm. I don't know though. I don't think you get all that bad because paper cut old boys, they give you that old paper cut and
no,
you do nothing fall back. You act like when they look back, your coworkers say you was over there laying down passed out, man. Man. off
No.
a paper child.
Now,
They said they said sweat the deed out your head, man, and you ain't had nothing but little old razor. I mean, little old paper cut.
You know what? You know why I started keeping goats, David? Because I started to myself because the stress was so hard on me and everything. I started to do it myself, and my family was looking for me. I went what 2 towns over.
What's up, GT?
Went to the Huddle House, got me some coffee, tried to cool off and everything. Came back home. I didn't come to the front. I went all the way to the back of my property and sat in the truck and trying to calm down and everything. My wife knew my peace was gone and everything, and that's what got her concerned.
Oh yeah,
and it was hard because that military atmosphere and everything came back because of so much stress. So that's why I start talking to goats. The people in that place that's supposed to help you, they made me feel worse. That's why I started keeping goats, because I talk to the goat and the goat act like they understand what you're talking about. That's why I tell folks, get some goats. You could talk to them and it seems like they understand you. And when you just look them in the face and say, you know, such and such, and they look at you and they smile like they actually know what you was talking about. So
what's up, ARD? So you got. I'm just asking.
That's how I became a goat farmer.
I respect that, but I want to know something. So you got goats that smile?
Yeah, my goats smile at you.
What the hell?
Well, the other goats smile at you. The golden sheep I got now, I don't be talking to them. I done came a great distance compared to these two fellas. But yeah, I would sit there and talk to my goats, and the goats they act like they know what you're talking about.
They say that's goat therapy.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
CC knows something about that.
That was better. That was better than human therapy. CC,
do you got goats?
Dad, what's up? What's up? Let me see. Sylvia. CC, yeah. So yeah, I'm much better now compared to what I was. That's getting out the military and all that stuff. That's why I used to go fishing every day.
I love fishing, man.
That was my stress reliever. I get off of work at 6 a.m. I go fishing, come back home at 12, take me a little brunch, go to sleep, wake back up at 6, get ready to go back to the job. That's it. That was my whole life right there for 19 years of the 22. That's all I ever did was fish and hunt. That was it.
Bree's a bad boy. He say goats only whoop on him.
If you let the goats whoop on you, they will.
That's a bad boy right there.
Yeah.
CC said, "Did you ever catch that sheep?"
That sheep got that. That's an old video. I just forgot to put it out. That's all. That sheep is in the pen next side the goat. I can't put them in the same pen because the sheep. He went to competition a year ago, and this goat I got to go to competition this November, so they can't be intermingling.
What kind of goat you got? You say?
This is a Boer goat. This one.
A who?
Boer. This is a meat goat. This is the goat you get for strictly meat.
So you show goats?
Not me, my grandson.
Okay, I didn't know that, man. You're jack of all trades.
Well, he's in 4-H, so last time he got the male sheep. I said you better get a female sheep, but he ended up with a male sheep. So when it went around this time, I said you better get a female. I don't care what kind of animal you get, it better be a female. Because I got rid of my goats and everything. I got hurt in 2023. I got hurt, so I got rid of all my animals and everything. And once I got rid of my goats, the people called me the next day and said, you got to pick up the sheep. I said, wow, I ain't gonna get well at no time.
So you can't have just one goat, can you?
I can have as many as I want.
No. I'm saying it's not good to have one goat, right?
Well, I got just one now.
You need one. They don't need to be in a pack?
It's good to have at least 2 or 3. But this is a competition goat. They're only gonna give you one.
Oh.
And
okay.
Like I tell my grandson, I ain't got nothing to do with that sheep until after the competition. After the competition, he mine. And then I'm gonna get me another. I'm gonna get a male Boer goat, and before a year is up, I'm gonna have a whole herd.
You're gonna do it, man. I'd like to see them. You ever showed your goat on YouTube?
Yeah, I got videos where I showed the goat in the corral and all that stuff, milking it and giving it shots and doing all that.
Why you don't do your channel, run your channel like that, man, and show that process?
I don't have my goats. All the goats I did that too. I got rid of my goats when I got hurt.
Okay.
And then I got the sheep, and now I got this goat. And since I got off the air with Miss T, the only thing I've been doing is trying my best to get everything together in the backyard again. I'm gonna put goats. The only thing I'm gonna do is goats and bees. That's gonna be it. So,
we go way back, man. I think about that now that you say Miss T, man. I remember we used to go on Miss T every morning.
Yeah.
Me, you, bro.
And the bad thing about it seems like I've been on YouTube all day long.
Yeah, it will.
I get off YouTube just to go to the bathroom and come back on YouTube.
Yeah. That's when the day was when everybody was doing the marathons and everything.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And now
you don't see no marathons now.
Oh no, the marathons and marathon down.
Right. That's also when me and Oldham's we start doing the thing where we have folks come up and we try to help them get people and all that stuff. It seemed like here on this YouTube things phase in and phase out, phase in, phase out.
Yeah.
And then somebody said, "You copying me?" No, ain't no copying. Everybody done something.
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
That's it. Everybody done something new under here. There's a lot of things there's a lot of things that some folks have done on here. I've done it already, so I don't say nothing about it. I leave it at that. And I'll tell anybody, I'm an ex-military, so a lot of stuff you talk about, I've done, and I'm not afraid to tell you. I was in the infantry. I wasn't sitting at the desk. I was in the infantry.
Why you say the goats over there keep jumping the fence, eating people's grass? Yeah, it's hard to contain goats. That's the one. That joker is an escape artist.
Well, see, the thing too is you gotta learn your goats. If you don't have area for them, they're gonna get out. Now, when I started keeping goats, actually, I was the second black person in this hood right here. Third black family that came in. My goats got out, and the wife was trying to get out the car, and the goats ain't bothering. They're just looking at you. They just want to see you. They ain't gonna bother you. She blowing the horn and everything for her husband, and he come out. He was a deputy there. He was a deputy sheriff, and him and another police officer come to my house with the goats, and they said, "Was these your goats?" Man, ain't nobody around here got goats but me. So took the goats, put them back in the pen, and I said, "Now, how y'all get out? How y'all get out of here?" So they just dilly-dallied around. I said, "Let me sit down." I sat down. Goat said, "I'm gonna show you how I got out." They went before I got my chickens. They had the chicken pen sitting inside the corral, and it was really
jump up on top of that.
They went up on that and they did their ballet job, and then they jumped off. I said, "Okay." I said, "Let's go." What it was? I forgot the doggone goat name. Fran. All right, come on, let's go. Y'all get back up in here. I moved the whole chicken stuff out of the corral, They never got it again. Then a few years later, goats got out. Out there, my son was out there, grandchildren, everybody walking around the whole corral trying to figure out how it got out. Now, Boer goats, they do a lot of jumping. Nubian goats, they don't do no jumping, they walk. So I said, all right, y'all going in the house. I sat down. I said, let me see how they got out. I just sat there. Next thing you know, I went over. I looked at the goat rubbing against the fence. I said, oh, man, Gladys, get your behind back up in there. They pushed the fence. They used staples in the fence. I had a cattle panel, and I put staples in the fence. So what I did was I went and I wrapped the chain around it, but they couldn't get out. Then I went and got some C-clamps, the one with the screw in it. I wrapped the whole thing up. Nobody escaped from then on.
Some electric fence is good for goats.
No, well, see, my goats didn't jump. The Boer goat jump, but not the Nubian goats.
Yeah.
Because every time the Nubian goats come out, I would take them out, pin them down, and let them eat the grass and all that stuff on the outside. But I never had
those are goats.
Goats can climb. Yeah, goats can climb. Not all goats can climb. Some goats, not all goats.
Yeah, come on, hell.
Lynette Lawrence, how you doing? Welcome in. J3, I go pick up my soil test box Thursday from the library. About how many boxes should I pick up? Just two. If you plan on putting your garden in the front or the back or the side, all you need is a soil test for wherever you're gonna put your garden at. That's all. You don't need a bunch of them. The phrase. But yeah, when it comes to goats and stuff, people don't realize. And one of the things about goats is their milk is way better than cow milk.
The right one.
Yeah,
but goat milk is better than cow milk.
Get a Nubian goat. A Nubian goat. Their milk,
those are some beautiful goats, man.
Yes, they're the ones with the big long ears.
Long ears.
And if you get them when they're young, them goats will always listen to you. You can tell them they will listen to you. My goats was like that, except for the male goat I had. That fella, he was. I did a video. I sold him to a Jamaican. We cleaned it in my backyard. I did a video on that one too. That's on YouTube. But
you want for the backyard then, Lynette. I would get two.
Yeah, you can get two, but you only need to take the test for where you're gonna put the garden at. Yeah, get people. I don't know why you want your goat or whatever, but you got to think about what kind of goat you want and what you're gonna do with that goat. A lot of people, when I start doing the goat thing, a lot of people get goats and they make they do the products, soap, and all this different stuff. And the only thing I did with the milk was I filtered it and I drunk it. I drunk more goat milk in the last 7 years than I have cow milk.
They make your Cheerios taste any different?
I never ate it with Cheerios.
I love Cheerios. Some honey nut Cheerios. Push them to the bottom of the bowl, and then they rise.
Yeah, too is good than that. But no, I drink the milk. I put the milk in my coffee, and then I started buying cheese, goat cheese, and I love it. I would drink goat milk anytime compared to cow milk. And one good thing about it is when you got your animals, you know what you feed your animals. That's the good part about it. You know what you feed your animals. You're not getting some milk from the store that has been pasteurized, testerized, and everything else, plus stuff added to it. If you got goats, you take your own goat, you milk it, and then you take and you filter your milk yourself, and that's it. You don't add nothing to it. You don't put no heat to it. You don't do nothing. You filter it and you drink it.
Well, you don't have chickens, do you?
No, I don't have chickens. I got rid of everything. When I got hurt, I got rid of everything for the simple fact was I said I wasn't gonna have my wife coming out and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I got rid of all my chickens. I got rid of everything. And
hey, you need some meat birds then, breed. If you get you some land, you need some meat birds.
Yeah.
Get some chickens and get some meat birds, some chicken meat birds.
I don't know where you at, but you want to get your meat birds, you want to get Rhode Island Red and Bar Rocks. Those are multi-purpose birds.
I personally like Americanos too because they're friendly chickens. Now they kind of skittish. Unless you handle them when they're young, they won't be skittish. But if you don't handle chickens, that breed anyway, Americanos, they kind of skittish.
Right. But the Rhode Island Red and the Bar Rock, those are multi-breed. You could keep them just for the egg, or you could put them in the pot. Either one.
Okay.
I'm talking goats. Man, a whole bunch of folks got goats in Virginia. But yeah, goats are good, bro. The best time to get them when they're young, and you raise them, but don't come to that point where I don't eat my animals. Oh
yeah.
I got my first thing was 7 chickens.
For the fair barbecue you're gonna have some goat out there on the breed.
Hey, every one of my chickens had a name. My wife is the one that named them. And when I started getting rid of all my chickens, my rooster got out. And the rooster name was Woodrow.
Congratulations, young man. Congratulations. Damn, congratulations.
No.
And I'm not saying damn in a bad way, but congratulations.
My the rooster name was Woodrow. And when I got rid of, I think I only had like 3 chickens left in the pen. He came out of the pen and he went, like I said, y'all think I'm in the country, but I'm in the middle of the city. And he went across the road and everything. I went and got my big fishing net and all that stuff. I said, I got to catch it for somebody to run over him. I was on my 4-wheeler, went over there to get him and all that stuff. He running away from me. My wife, she came outside and she started yelling, Woodrow, you better get in that backyard right now. That's all it took. She told Woodrow, get in that back right now. He went on.
Congratulations, young brother. Say he just dropped his youngest off to college, VCU, yesterday.
All right, free congratulations.
He ain't free, but he ain't never free, brother.
You ain't free because you're gonna help. You're gonna help him while he's in college.
And after.
That's it.
You's not free.
Ask me how I know. And you know what? This ain't number 13-year-old in here.
Your wife passed away? Well,
my wife passed. It's just me and the dog and my money. Well, that means more money for him, since you want to put it that way.
Yeah, for the child, for you and the child.
Me, my dog, and my money. Now your son know he gets some money.
Don't get that dog nothing. Put him outside on a chain with a bucket of water out there and a pan where feed go. I know y'all be doing all this new stuff nowadays. Y'all in the house.
I'm sorry for your loss, bro. She be
me too,
years. I'm sorry for your loss.
4 years, huh? Yeah, I'm sorry for that, brother. So made you lose. Understand that. I've never had that happen, but I would understand.
I tell you what, you think you free, but every time your son needs something while he in college, hey daddy, hey daddy, hey daddy. But like I said, that 13-year-old in there.
Oh, you sure got to be the right person, brother.
I spent more money on him than I spent on his daddy.
Yeah, you sure, Breeze. You sure got to be the right person, brother.
3 ladies and no sons. Okay.
You got to be the right person, my man.
Yeah.
Yep.
What they say? I want a sugar daddy. And don't want no sugar.
I mean, you ain't gonna be able to have no girlfriend. Don't even look for that because you got them girls over there and they ain't playing that. So you might well not even look for that. Don't even worry about that. Get you a good old bottle of, lotion. You know, and you
David. No, David.
Girl ain't going for it, buddy. You're gonna be by yourself for a minute.
Nah. I just said she want a sugar daddy, don't want no sugar. Hey.
Yeah, you're gonna be by yourself for a minute on this one, boss.
But well that far, David. What
you're talking about your go.
Y'all finished with the prison?
No, whatever you want to give us, baby boy. We here. I'm here for the long haul.
Man, shoot.
And watch this, J3. I bet you it ain't just you. Watch this. Who in the chat know what J3 was last talking about? See, that's what I'm talking about. Right there. See, they be all like pointing the finger with no accountability. Y'all supposed to be listening. Let's see who's gonna get an A.
Good. The goat therapy. Get it.
It was goats. I know it was goats.
This is a goat milk. It was the goats.
See, you get a C plus. ARD, you get an A. Breeze, you get a minus. Lynette,
that's a chicken.
Come on, sit over here with me, baby. Now, Lynette, my dog. Lynette, come on, sit over here.
Behavior. He was talking about retiring, then the goats.
Goat milk. See, they know it was goats. Miss Lynette, you come on over here with me, baby.
Georgia Peachnet, welcome in.
Georgia.
The goats breaking out. Yeah.
He was talking about retiring, then goats. Shantae G, we listen.
Hey.
How you doing, Miss Gail? You came in at 11:18. That's my birthday. So today, you get a star.
Well, she didn't come in 11:18. She came in at 12:18, really.
Yeah, mine is 11:18. Yeah, baby boy.
Sorry, I wasn't focused after I heard Breeze was single.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
You should know. CC heard that one straight off the bat.
Yeah. Of course.
Well,
I'm good, Miss Gail.
Nah. I could tell y'all. Let me see. I think I told y'all before how my first sergeant refused to give me leave.
What you mean?
I wanted to go to Hawaii.
Oh.
Actually, I was supposed to be stationed in Hawaii, but what I did was I said I didn't want to go there. But my girlfriend married this dude and went to Hawaii. My ex-girlfriend. So I didn't have a problem with it. I was 5'9", she was 6'2".
Did she say? Go ahead, Jay.
She was 6'2". And this was a high school girlfriend. And I was stationed at Fort Stewart, and I was talking to her mom and said, she said, yeah, she was in a car accident and he didn't take her to the hospital. She was hurt and everything. She didn't take her to the hospital till 3 days later. Well, I was burning. I went and put, after I got off the phone with her, I went and put her for leave. And I was going to Hawaii. The first sergeant refused to let me go. Ain't nobody say nothing. I ain't say nothing about what happened or nothing. He just said, no, you can't go. I said, Tom, hey, it's my leave. I want to go to Hawaii for vacation. He said, no, you can't go. Ain't nobody told him. He just told me I couldn't go. He said, choose something else.
He knew what you were going to do.
Well, he didn't know nothing because I didn't say nothing to nobody.
He knew you were going to go up there and be reckless. The man, you probably were breathing the words and didn't even know it.
I was a private kind of guy. I ain't say nothing about it. But my thing was, I was going to Hawaii, and I was gonna do him something awful.
Now see, man. I'm telling you, that man, your sergeant seen it written all over your face, man. He said, "Hey, nah, you ain't going over there."
Hey. And now the second time I got refused leave, I had just got to Fort Stewart, and I was here about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, shoot, it's time for me to take some leave. And I went and told the first. And the thing to this, I didn't. I put where I was going. I was going to Korea. I put it on there and everything because I had a reason to go back to Korea. So I was out there, and I came walking in. Sergeant Johnson, such and such and such. The CO, he signed your leave. The first sergeant told me that the CO signed your leave. He said, "Where you going again?" I said, "I'm just taking leave, Top. I'm just taking leave." And he reached over his desk. He looked at my leave. He said, "Korea?" He said, "H no, you ain't going nowhere." He said, "I know what you're going to do straight off the bat. You ain't got to tell me that. I know what you're going to do. You are not going." He said, "You want to go?" He said, "You better go to Savannah somewhere." I said, "What?"
Yeah.
He said right there, he told the platoon sergeant, he said, "Johnson, all he want to do is he getting back. He go to Korea, and he going to go.
Johnson.
They said he ain't coming back. He going to go sign in."
That's what he's going to go do. Johnson just go over there and be a plumber.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to go back over there and walk up the mountains and stuff.
Yeah, you weren't walking up no mountain. Well, you were climbing mountain, but it wasn't. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hey, I've been in Korea, Bubba. I've been above the clouds.
I wish you would have gone to Korea. You wouldn't have got that paper cut. Man, I'm thinking about it. I wish they know, man, either reason you got that paper cut.
Hey, that paper cut came years after this.
Yeah, I know.
This was back in 82. This was in 82. I was going back over there.
I was still running the streets in 82, man, on my bicycle.
Yeah, I was a sergeant. Now I'm a civilian.
J3 was the man.
Gangster. Nah, I wasn't all that. I just kept to myself. I didn't try to be like everybody else. The way I look at it, I did my own thing. I never try to be a member of the gang. Never. But
so tell me about this tree, man, that you got today. Where'd you get it from?
It was a gift, David.
Man, who gave you this tree so I can go stomp their legs? Because they say, man, they know I wanted that tree, man.
He didn't know you wanted it. He didn't know you wanted it.
Well, now he didn't know because there wasn't no bill. But Carol, Maureen,
they came from Florida. Same place I got the mango trees from.
You got that from what's that man name? To be at Savannah.
Nope. This fella lives in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, I finally bought the perfect pot for the.
Have you got any fruit trees from what's this Savannah Fruit Forest? Is that his name?
Savannah Citrus.
Have you got any fruit from him? Fruit trees from him?
I got a bunch of citrus trees in already. Wasn't no need for me to buy now.
Okay. So you done with the citrus?
Nope. I'm gonna still get some more.
What you want? What you trying to get?
Whatever hit me. I got the what's it, the blood orange. I got the now see, you gonna make me go get my book.
Man, you got some trees too.
I got tons of trees, man.
Well, how many trees you got, J3?
I'll be right back.
J3 probably got all kind of trees, y'all. I know he do. Yeah, man, growing like we got some trees, Bree. Gui quiet, he one of them quiet kept, you know what I'm saying? That boy got some trees over there for real, for real. And he don't even show all the stuff that he had. J3, I seen J3, but I don't know what, I know he got a lot of property. I ain't really seen the tree. I know he grow a lot of young tree. Has anybody ever seen this movie called A Man Named Pearl? I want to say he was up there in South Carolina, a brother that was had some he grew anything that they say he couldn't grow. He grew it in South Carolina. And if you look up A Man Named Pearl, it's a movie. I don't know what it's on anymore. I saw it years ago. But that is a good movie. I think y'all will be interested in that. A Man Named Pearl. And maybe one of y'all look it up and tell me what it's on. Georgia Peach Nut, I saw you out there trimming them tomatoes. The tomatoes, girl. Why y'all cut them, pull them tomato plants up too? I'm just asking a question, rather than cut them back for the fall. Why do you pull them all the way up rather than cut them back? Go ahead.
Do I have to name them all, David?
Yeah, just go ahead and tell us what you got. I'm give you name all, but you tell.
Since you want to know what it is, I ain't got no problem.
CC Nice, what it going? Yep.
Chocolate persimmon. Chocolate persimmon. I got a coffee persimmon, which name is Dee Dee. I got a giant Fuyu persimmon, which is named Rachel. I got another giant Fuyu persimmon named Miss Shirley. I got two Matsumoto Japan Persian persimmon. I got two Gyro Asian persimmon. Two peanut butter trees.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Hell no. Don't slide past that right there. What's that?
Peanut butter tree. You got to look it up, bro. You got to look it up.
I don't want to look it up. I'm right here with the man. I'm sitting right next to the man.
I'm going through the list.
Y'all look up that peanut butter tree in the chat.
Peanut butter trees.
Do tell.
The Concord grapes, Niagara grapes, two of each. I got pineapples. I showed y'all the pineapples. The Hoseki pear. That's an Asian pear.
What I'm saying.
I got two Golden Delicious. I got a Pink Lady apple. One papaya. Two pineapple guavas. Two pink guavas. I planted 7 soursops. Four survived, and I got a big one that's named Sunshine. She is Sunshine.
Do you still have those in containers?
Yes.
Okay, all of them?
Yes. I got 3 pawpaws, guava, a Ruby Supreme, 2 of them. I got 3 strawberry trees, 1 Florida King.
What's up with this? Whoa. Let's go back to that strawberry tree. Come on, let's double back. It grows strawberries on the tree?
They're little red fruit that grow on there. It's named strawberry tree.
Okay.
Okay, Majestic Peach, King Peach. I got numerous blueberry bushes. I got 2 avocado.
You grow them from seed or did you buy them?
Say again?
You buy them from seed you grow them from seed or did you buy
them? Majorities I bought because the stuff I had in the back got ate up by the deers.
Okay.
I got 1 Ponderosa, 2 goji berries, 1 Fuji apple, 2 Barbados cherries, which got some beautiful flowers on them right now. the Rio Red grapefruit, 2 methyl plums.
I got a
I
real
got
red.
another plum. I forgot the name of it, but I got another. I got 4 plum trees.
I have a medley and a AU plum.
Then I got on the other side. I got another Gala and another Dorset. I got the improved Meyer lemon, blood orange, Valencia orange, the Pokin mandarin, 2 lime quartz, two Sean's Satsumas,
Damn.
4 low quartz, 2 Miwa kumquats, 10 mulberry ever-bearing trees,
I'm behind.
1 pomegranate, 2 tea trees,
I'm behind, baby boy.
Asian pear, Bartlett pear, Saturn peach. This is an area that got ate up, but they seem to be coming back, which is the Asian pear, the Bartlett pear, Saturn peach, 4 plum trees, the American. I got 2 American persimmons out there. The deers don't mess with them. I got a total of 3 pawpaws. My fig trees, they got ate up too, but they growing back. I had a total of 10 of them back there.
Same kind or different kind?
Different kinds. And then 15 banana trees, 4 powder blueberries, 20th century pear, 1 Bruce plum, and 1 Carolina raspberry. That's the thing I got right now.
Oh, you're a bad man.
Hey, I said this year was not going to be nothing but fruit trees. I wasn't going to do a garden, nothing. I got to get all my fruit trees back on track. Once I get the fruit trees on track, then I'll start doing my garden again. Jason, is that how you have peanut butter, honey? That's what.
You can grow avocado.
Miss Lawrence, no, it didn't come from the peanut butter tree. The peanut butter tree don't have any fruits on it yet. They're only about 6 to 7 inches tall.
Yeah, I think you can grow an avocado tree.
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Yeah, man.
The banana trees are the same. No, I've got ice cream. I got ice cream banana. 1, 2. I got 3 of them. I'm not sure what they are because I took them from my other house. They've been down there a long time. And then I got some of them. What is it? What's the dwarf banana?
Mm-hmm.
I got like a whole bunch of them on the side.
You got that tree.
No, Miss Lynette, the peanut butter is actually peanut butter. It's not peanut butter, but it's dehydrated peanut butter.
Yeah,
these are the same. No, they're not. I got there's 4 different kinds out there.
We can go through there and just cut a branch off each tree.
No, you ain't. No, you can't, Shante. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yeah, we can get a branch.
And then Shante, one other thing to it is this is not my only home.
So I know we can get a branch if that ain't his only home. That means there's some more trees on some more land. Don't say you heard it from me. You ain't heard it?
There's other trees on the other property. It's just that this one, I take care more of this one than I do the other one.
Yeah, y'all ain't heard it from me. I know he got some more trees.
But that's the whole purpose of me not doing any garden this year. and I need to stop using it as an excuse because I used the excuse when my dad moved in. I didn't do everything as much as I used to do it because he took up a lot of my time as well. Plus, when I got on with Miss T, that took up a lot of time. So I kind of stopped doing it, and then he passed, and I finally, me and Miss T finally split up. Now I'm trying to get everything back in gear. But that's why I said straight off the bat, no garden this year. It's all about fruit trees. J3, I believe my guava supreme is already producing babies. Is yours doing the same? And if so, how do you harvest? You got to wait for it to grow. You got to wait for it to get a certain size. Right now, I've only got one guava actually on the tree out there. It's the Supreme. It's the Supreme. I got one guava on that tree right now.
My tree don't have no guavas on it yet. I have a lemon guava.
Breeze Omega, I ain't tell nobody where I'm at.
Too late. We already got your location from when you talking on here.
Nah. Like I said, this ain't my only home.
Well, we coming to where the location told us to
come. Soldier and certified garden. Breeze, I've been gardening ever since I was 5 years old.
Young man.
Yeah, my grandmother had me in the garden. That's where I first learned about all these pests that you have in the garden. Everybody buying all these chemicals and everything to throw in their garden for these pests. My grandmother taught me the only thing to do is go get some flour, sprinkle some flour on there, and leave it alone. That took care of all the bugs and everything.
Georgia Peace Nut says she wasn't talking about the fruit. She was talking about flour. I mean the suckers.
I'm not talking about the fruit. I'm talking about the suckers. Well, I don't know. My tree got a lot of suckers on. I don't mess with it. I don't mess with my stuff.
Peach Nut, how long you been gardening? I can tell she's been doing this for a while.
Oh, you mean Peach Nut?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know she was brought up like that.
Yeah, I can tell she's been doing this for a while.
Bree said my great granny taught me. Yeah, that's my family left Georgia and went to New York. And
damn,
when my grandparents bought their house, oh, you've been since '83?
Yeah, I was in the 8th grade.
Shoot, she caught up to me. I took a break then. I was with Uncle Sam. But no, what I said, I started. My grandmother taught me how to garden and everything. When I lived at the prison, I think I only had 2 gardens. One time I just made a garden to make it, and then when my mother-in-law came, she visited us, and she said, "I want a garden." I was busy fishing and all that stuff, and she said, "I want a garden." I said, "Okay, not a problem." I went down across the field, got some dried up cow manure and all that stuff. Came back, did the yard up the way she wanted. I said, "Plant what you want." She didn't get a chance. She didn't get a chance to eat none of it. She only stayed with us for 30 days. She didn't get a chance to eat none of it.
Oh man!
Since '83, she said '83. Yeah. Wow, that's awesome, Georgia Peach Nut. So Miss Peach Nut, you was in your 30s when you started.
No, don't do that.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
19. She was 19.
She was 19.
Yeah, 19, 20. Don't do that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she was 19, 20.
Yeah. But
you
that's one of the things that
you know how we get in trouble as men adding up shit, doing that extra.
Chloe, it stayed to 50 years.
For 50 years.
All right. But
close to 50 years. Woo!
Dang, I was 5 in '83. Well, that's a good time right there for you to start learning. A lot of people want to run the street and do all that stuff, but even when I was in Chicago up there, when I met my dad when I was 14 and left when I was 18.
I know that's right, Miss Gail.
I went up to Chicago. Nobody was doing gardening up there in the area. I started gardening up there when I got seeds and stuff and start putting seeds in the backyard. And probably I'd say about 2 years later, other folks start gardening out there. I just did it because that's what I was used to.
Gardening is fun.
Yes, it is. It's a stress reliever. It's there go Mona pop in my head. Gotta have patience in the garden.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest things right there. Folks don't realize being in the garden, it's a stress reliever. But the only stress is that you put on yourself because you just ain't doing that. That ain't doing that. I wish you'll grow. You need to do that. No.
I agree, Shante.
Come to reality. You can't rush the stuff. Almost 72, almost 73. All right, girly. All right, girly.
My mom's 77.
Now, my mom left at 74. My mom left at 74. My dad left at 82.
Man, my dad left at 58.
Yeah. And I used to say all the time, I sure wish my mom was here. I wish my mom was here. I wish my mom was here.
Man, I be wishing my old man was here so I can whoop his ass in some domino. I do, man. I ain't gonna cap. I do.
Yeah, hey, Omega, I lived in Long Island too, and nobody over there had a garden either until my mom brought me out there. I always made a little spot where I could plant something. I wish my mom would. Lord, if my mom was here right now, y'all wouldn't even see me. I'd be hanging out with my mom.
I know that's right, buddy.
I'm old enough to be your mama, David. Remember?
What you saying?
She said she old enough to be your mama. Remember that.
Nah, not my mama, but maybe an older girlfriend. Back in the day. Yeah, maybe not my mama. Because that would have put me at my mama had me when she was 21, so that would have put me at about her at about 16.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Omega, that's one of the ways that you actually people told that they was from the South. Folks that were born in New York and other places, they never had gardens. But if you run across a garden or something, you ask that person where they was from, they'll tell you they're from the South. How old did you say your mother is?
Yeah, 77.
Mine left at 74.
Man, I can't even imagine days like that. I don't even like thinking like that.
Hey, that was the hardest part of my life right now.
77.
I had my black suit. I wore my black suit to my grandmother down here. I wore it to her funeral. I wore it to my mom's funeral. After that, I burned the suit. I said, I ain't wearing this no more. I said, I would not wear the suit no more. I burned it. Took it out to the burn barrel. I said, hey, you done. But yeah.
I know that's a hard journey the day after your mom passed.
Yeah.
I know it is.
And well, I might as well talk about the lady since I love her no matter what. She gone, and I know where she's not there now, but I know in the end, I know where she'll be. Now, I went and got her from New York, brought her back down here. Her sisters and stuff. No, you don't need to go down. She said, what my sons say, that's what it's going to be. And she told me straight off the bat, I want to go back home. So where she was raised up. She really couldn't go back down there, so she came to my house. I love my mom being here. Me and my wife took care of her and everything, and all the grandkids was here, and they was making all that noise. I started, y'all better shut up. That noise isn't. My mom could barely talk. She couldn't talk because her condition, so she couldn't talk. But when I start yelling at them kids, saying, y'all better stop that noise. You know, my mama, she could talk then. Stop it. Jed, stop it. You leave them kids alone. I like hearing that noise. I said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, y'all get at
it. Shantae Breeze, I'm sorry to hear that.
She's hard to know past Thanksgiving. Yeah. She said she loved to hear them making all that noise and everything. When she said that, I said, no problem. I said, y'all go ahead and play. They would always go around her bed and everything while she was here before we took her to hospice. And we took her to hospice and everything. And she was holding on and holding on. I said, Ma, all the kids and everybody, all her grandkids, great grandkids was there and everything. And we just loved it and everything. I said, Mama, you can go now. It ain't. I said, the kids don't want to see you like this. And I don't want to see you like this. She called her daddy's name. And then she was right there for a little bit. And then she said, okay. And she left. That was, and I dealt with it because I feel she was trying to hang on for me and my kids. And I said, no. I said, you can go now. And that was it.
I said, yeah, you're right. To make you appreciate them OGs that's around.
Yeah, that was the hardest part right there, telling her she can go rest. But
I know.
Right. I said, when folks say, who would you rather have? Give my mama. Yeah, my mama.
Everybody most people gonna say that.
That woman took care. I remember. Okay, time for story time again. We lived in Long Island, and we went from Long Island to Albany. We got on the Greyhound bus, and my mom was sitting across from me, and because they didn't have no seat that was together, so I was sitting one seat in front of my mother on the other side, and this drunk guy, he got on the bus and everything, and he was acting up, talking trash and everything, and he came over there by me, and my mom told him, he said, you need to move from over there by my son with that cigarette and all this stuff. And he was just talking trash and all that. And that ash fell on my head, down my shirt. My mama jumped out that seat, had her shoe in her hand, and she was beating the daylights at that man. She was beating daylights at the bus stop. The bus driver put him off in the middle of the street. Get off. He said, I don't care nothing about your ticket. He said, get off. Everybody said, you all right? You all right? They asked, everybody treat me, you all right? You all right? This, that. I said, I'm fine. But my mama, she got up, she was wearing his behind out with that shoe.
Your mama like them Middle Eastern people. They don't play about that. You know, you get beat with that shoe.
My mama didn't play. Now, my mama, she'll tell you one time to stop. She ain't gonna tell you two times.
Right.
Yeah. What part of Long Island? I live, let me see. What is that? JFK? The airport? Let me see. What is the name of that thing? Is it LaGuardia?
LaGuardia?
I think it's LaGuardia. Which one of them is in Long Island? I'm about to say KFC. It's in Long Island. I think it's LaGuardia or one of them. Yeah, LaGuardia. I live about 10 minutes from LaGuardia, and I think it was School 45 that I used to go to over there. And shoot, man,
that school got long gone. J3 that you went to.
I'm sure it is. Well, I used to live like 6 blocks from James Brown. James Brown had a nice brick house, and he painted it black and white. He had a mansion. He painted black and white. He went whenever he gets sick. He fly to the hospital in New York. My mom was one of the nurses that took care of him.
I knew it was something important about you.
So, yeah, Long Island City. Yeah, and I also lived in Freeport and Central Islip. I lived over there, and in Brooklyn. You ever hear of Mom's Mabley?
I have, yeah.
She used to be my babysitter.
What?
I wasn't no baby. My mom would go to work and she watched me till my mom come home, and she used to make me mad. Mom, give me some money. I go to the store and buy Kool-Aid for a nickel. Buy the Kool-Aid and you put the Kool-Aid in your hand and you lick it and all that stuff. I would go buy Kool-Aid and get by it was like a penny a pack. I buy 5 of them. She would take the Kool-Aid from me, go in the house, make Kool-Aid. She'll make Kool-Aid pops.
Mm-hmm.
And sit out there on the steps and sell them. That's before she got big time.
J3, you old, man. Mom's man.
There's another person that I'm kin to that's, I'm not going to tell you her name.
Come on, man. Tell us her name, man.
No, I ain't going to tell you her name. The only difference is I know she's family and everything, but she don't know we're family.
Oh, is somebody? Is it somebody on her?
No. This is a singer, and
okay.
Her brothers, no, not her brothers. Her cousins was in the prison, in jail, which was my cousins. They just didn't know who I was. They were too young to know me, and one of them was he didn't care. He go either way.
Little Richard.
They was brothers, and they went in, and one brother snitched on the other brother, so he got out, and the other brother stayed there. And I took it easy on him because he was family, but nobody knew we were family. I knew we were family, but nobody else knew we were family. So I did take it easy on him, even though sometimes I just wanted to slap the spit out of his mouth.
I'm trying to figure out who your cousins is.
No, not Kool-Aid in the you make the Kool-Aid, you put it in them little Dixie cups. You put in little Dixie cups, and then you put the straw or a stick in there and freeze it, and then she come back out and sell them.
Peach, you know it was Little Richard.
Nah, I don't know nothing about Little Richard.
That's just because you say it was gay, man.
This boy is younger than me and you both, David.
Oh, Trying to figure out who was gay back then.
Hey, Breeze Omega, there's a lot of people that find out they family didn't know they was family. There's another person on this in the community. Well, he's not in the community, but he comes on. He lives in Florida, and he the one who said he knew my name and all that stuff, and he said we may be family, and he do kind of look a little bit like my grandfather's brother's son. So I never collab with him or anything. I talk to him and do stuff, but I never say anything about being family. But if you really search it, he'll know that we got the same name.
And then they be on here sometime.
Yes and no. Hey, you'd be surprised at all the people you meet on here. There's another one. There's some folks that's on here. Some Christian folks that's on here that's actually family, but I don't say nothing. I found some, even on Facebook, I found some family, but I don't say nothing.
Georgia people,
I give you another one. The guy that opened Dudley Products.
Dudley Product?
Yeah.
You talking about
in Carolina? In Carolina.
You talking about shoot. What's this man's name?
Mr. Dudley.
Yeah, Mr. Dudley.
Dudley Product.
Dudley Product. Where is he based out of? Atlanta?
Carolina.
Oh, okay. Hey, Precious.
And
what's up?
Back when I was doing the family reunion book back in 94, 95. I was doing the family history, and he came across and everything, and all the information on him was right. But then he said, "No, we ain't family. I said, "Listen, buddy, money is not. I'm not one that's always trying to get money." I said, "That's your money. I'm not a fool over money." So he said, "No, we ain't family, but he's family." That was my grandfather's brother, son, and then my cousin from New York went to Carolina. She moved to Carolina, and she was working with him. She didn't know who he was. This is he's on my father's side, and she's on my mother's side. And she was working with him, and she didn't know who he was the whole time until I told her who he was. Wow, I didn't know that. You'd be surprised at some of the people that you know, and
that's right. Or your family.
Yeah.
Very surprised.
Too.
We probably ain't number cousins.
He but out of the family.
Yeah. Possibly. Go ahead.
Yeah, Omega. It's a whole bunch. I don't want people to get the idea that I want to meet you just because you got money. I've never been like that. I could tell anybody when I left home, my mom and dad never gave me nothing. My mom gave me because I asked her, but my father never gave me nothing. When I left home and went in the military, the bank account I had in Chicago, I never got the money. I had over $3,000 in there. When I went in the military, he went and got the money.
What?
Yeah. So I ain't say nothing to him. I said, "You do you." I never asked him for nothing. When he was on his last leg, and I let him come with me, I figure let him come live with me, and we'll try to make that connection. That connection we never had. I was trying to do that, but it didn't happen. Dudley Products. Lynette, he worked with Dudley Products. Georgia Peach Nut. And that's when we talk about moms and dads and stuff, I tell you, play straight out the black. At one way, I think my father was good, but then again, I say no good for the simple reason he never done anything for me. I had to do it all on my own. And the bad thing about it, he gave me a car on a Monday, a 57, 59 Falcon. He gave it to me on a Monday. And I had this Puerto Rican guy take me to the DMV to get my driver's license. He gave it to me on a Monday. He sold it on a Friday. I never had a chance to drive it.
Dirty son of a gun.
So I said one thing to it. Said, my old man could have did something good, or he could have did something bad. He did something good by never doing nothing for me, which made me kind of did bad for my children. I said I will never let my kids be raised the way I was, not having anything. So my kids got everything, and they just take advantage of it.
Hmm. Let me ask you something, Lynette. Now that you said that North Carolina, because it ain't South Carolina.
Yeah, that's where it's at, North Carolina.
Durham?
I can't. Don't make me lie. It's in North Carolina. That's where the company at.
Remember that. Now that she said that North Carolina, I do remember.
Yeah. Yeah. When I looked up the family history and everything, and yeah.
Charlotte. Okay.
And my other cousin that came from New York, she was surprised who he was. And I said, yeah, I said, that's my family. But then I told her, you're not related to him. I am.
They didn't like that.
No, not shoot. They squared away. She's what? She's like 9 years younger than me. Yeah, she's like 9 years younger than me.
Okay.
So she was a school teacher and all that stuff. She ain't got no problem with it.
J3.
Yeah.
Different subject. Can you elaborate on that wooden wheel bike that you had?
Wooden wheel.
You say you had a bike with a wooden wheel.
No, you said I had a wooden wheel.
Well, what is that? What you were saying? You had what? Hey, Miss Ann, how you doing? You said you had.
How you doing? Nah, I was riding a bike and it didn't have any rubber on it. I was riding.
That's what you said. I ain't understand. That's what it was. You riding a bike with no rubber on the tire. And I'm like, how is he moving?
Riding and sliding on cobblestone at that.
Boy, you're a bad boy.
This was up in New York. Hey, I was young.
Yeah, you're a bad boy, man. I can tell you.
You know what, David? Answer this question for me. Well, I know you done checked out Social Security, whatever. What age Social Security told you was when you started working? How young was you when you started working?
65, I want to say.
No, I'm serious. How long they say you were? How old you were when you started working?
How old was I when I started working?
Yes.
I was 16.
Okay. Georgia Peach Nut. I know you in here. You still in here. How old the Social Security got you as starting working on your Social Security paperwork? How old were you when you started working? Guard 99, what's up? What's up?
Guard 99, what's up, baby boy?
Guard 99 said 13.
He was 13 when he started working. Okay.
Yeah. Now, anybody in here, if you could beat me, this is what Social Security say, not me. But if you could beat me at the age of working, I give you a bottle of honey. Don't lie now. Don't lie.
Most of us had been 16 because that was when you could get a job at 16. They wouldn't let you work unless your family owned the business younger than that.
How young were you when Social Security said you started working? That's all. Tell me how young you were when you was legally started working.
Yeah, legally I was 16. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
You said 16. O'Brien said 14. Garden 99 said 13.
Peanut said 10 or 11.
I started working for the government at 10 or 11. Okay, Peach Nut. Okay.
What? Whoa.
16.
How you do that, Peach Nut? I'm just asking. I ain't tripping. I'm for real.
You could get.
What's up, Tag? Tag say 13. Tag, you were 13 when you started working?
She started working at 13. Anybody else? Page girl at 12. She was a page girl.
Okay.
I was 16. We don't have Social Security where I came from. Okay, Ann. All right, it's finished now. Social Security got me working. I'll put it this way. Can anybody guess what age I was when I started working?
Well, knowing you, J3, you probably.
No. Not knowing me. Can anybody guess how old what? I even said it on here before. I said on YouTube.
I'm gonna say about 8 or 9. You go on 99, say 2.
Nope. Shantae is right. Social Security got me working at the age of 6. I was 6 years old. That's the age they got me when I started working.
What was you doing at 6, my brother?
I had a paper route.
At 6? How the hell you got a paper route? You can't walk.
At 6, I had a paper route.
How you got a paper route and you can't walk?
Man, at 6, I was running. At 6, I was selling bricks.
Whoa. Keep that.
Firecrackers, bro. Firecrackers, bro. Firecrackers.
Oh, I would say keep that down, cuz. I'm finna get off the live with your mother. I'm finna move. Get out this mother.
Now, at the age
you see him trying to get me hemmed up, Shantae? Shantae, I'm gonna go out the back. We got bricks. No, we don't.
No, up in New York, they were called bricks. They're firecrackers. I took and my mom. We used to sell candy. I would take and have the candy on top, and I had firecrackers on the bottom. $1 a pack. Man, I was on Elizabeth Street, and I just sold some firecrackers. And this dude threw some out in the road, and the police car came right up, and it started popping right under the police car. Police car.
I tell y'all earlier, this dude was bad. I told y'all. Paper cut was something else, y'all. Don't let paper cut lie to y'all. And it always be them one that go at the end and try to say they sold and say, I'm preaching now, Lord. And then they want to, no, don't run now. All that you done did out in the streets. Come here. Come here, boy. You need your legs straightened.
Nah. It blew up under the police car and everything. They stopped right on top at one stop.
I know they did.
Everybody kind of scattered. They came out asking who did it. I had my candy box and everything. As soon as I got to the top of the hill and started going down 2nd Avenue, the police stopped me. They said, "What you got in the box?" I think somebody snitched on me.
Unlit firecrackers.
Oh, he said, "What you got in the box?" I said, "Candy." So he said, "Oh, come on over here." He won't look in the box. He moved the candy. He saw the firecracker. He saw.
You got it. Whoa, man! I ain't no boy. Y'all gonna have to quit playing with me. I'm the wrong one.
Hey,
I told y'all this dude was bad.
Hey, it was a half a brick in there. He took all my fire. He didn't take my money or nothing. He took the firecrackers. I went on.
Paper cut, you something else. Paper cut, you something else. You like to tell the half truth, paper cut.
Went back home and put some more firecrackers in my box, and then went out selling again.
Look, y'all. Look. Hey. I'm glad the law called you on in.
But see, the thing to it is, those times were totally different than now.
No, they weren't.
Yes,
police just the same police day is today. It's just an upgraded police today.
As little kids, we didn't stay in the house. We were always outside. We had a park that you could walk to. We had all the stuff that we did outside. We wasn't in the house. So there's some things right there. I used to go like 20 blocks away from the house selling candy and stuff.
When your mama probably told you to stay right around here.
Hey, we didn't have to worry about nobody catching us and doing us wrong and stuff. Everybody was fairly decent.
Well, you right back then, they were decent. Because I came up in the 70s. You older than me, but that was when the time was good, the 70s and 80s. But after that, it went wild.
Well, that was in the late 60s.
Yeah, that's why I said it was way better then. I know you talking some good stuff.
Yeah, and shoot, I wasn't a bad child. It's just that I was getting money too.
Paper cut. We're gonna have some therapy for you one day. We're gonna let you come to the light and let you just understand you. We gotta let you see.
You want to know what started me to stealing?
See, look, we didn't know nothing about this. Come on, paper cut.
Hey, David, you want to know what started me to stealing?
What?
It Takes a Thief. You know the show? It Takes a Thief.
So, no, I don't know the show, but I would imagine
it was a TV show that came back on in the 60s, 70s. It Takes a Thief. What was that dude's name? He was a white guy. And I watched him so much. That I said I could do that.
Right, bad little paper cut.
The first time I saw $1,000 bill. You ever seen $1,000 bill before, David?
No, sir.
I did. I said, what? I said it was looking strange to me. I said, $1,000 bill.
Whoa.
I couldn't mess with it. My grandmother had a Samsonite suitcase, and she kept it under the bed. I came in, I got one of her bobby pins off the dresser, and I said, shoot, click. I opened up that Samsonite. I said, wow. I said, mother rich. One thing to it is though, if a penny gone, mother no. I took $100 bill out of there, and $100 bill was like $1,000 bill back then.
Boy, who you telling?
Shoot, I locked that back up, pushed it back under the bed and everything. And my brother, he said, we having a party at the school, and I'm supposed to bring a cake, but I ain't tell mother. I said, don't worry about it, I got it. I went to the meat market that we go to. They had cakes and all that stuff up in there. I bought him a cake, and I took it to school. And I said, "Hey, here you go. I need to talk to my brother. He forgot to bring the cake." Gave him the cake and everything. Had a good day. Went back home and everything. My mother said, "Hey." My grandma said, "Hey." I said, She said, "Where the money at?" I said, "What money?" The cake only cost $5. So I had $95 in my pocket. She said, "Where the money at?" She said, I forgot the dude's name. She said, so-and-so called me and told me you had $100 bill and you bought a cake. I said, Lord have mercy.
You know you couldn't have got away with that stuff back then, man.
Hey. That was just the first time I did it.
So it was more than once?
I stole probably
I told y'all this little nappy head rascal was bad.
I was good till my mama told me behind up. After that,
you were good until your mama told you behind up.
Yeah,
she only want you that one time?
My grandmother beat me, but she had pity for me.
No, you always stealing and no.
When my mama whooped me, she left tattoos on me.
No. I still got war wound from trying to take a piece of candy out the store. Walking out with my mama. She looked down. My mama was one of them. She looked down and said, "Did I buy you that? Where you get that candy from?"
This was just a phase. This didn't go on long. After that third whooping, I didn't do it no more. Except for when I was alone.
Let me see. I like to get clarity. I just like to get clarity. Hold on. You say that third whooping, right?
Yeah, this is the third one is the last one.
Now what I like to do is get clarity.
But hold
on.
Did
that third whooping come when you were 13, 14? Or did it come when you were 5 or 6?
I think I was between 6 and 7. It was between 6 and 8 years old. But now to think that last whooping is because I stole from myself.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, you got a whooping for stealing from yourself?
Yeah. My mom,
we got to hear this story.
My mom gave me allowance and everything. And I had one of them glass piggy banks. The one that looked like a pig that's clear glass.
So you had to stick the coin, turn it upside down, stick the coins in and put the rubber back up in there. I got you.
No, I ain't stick no rubber back in there. It was glass.
Okay.
I took, and whenever she give me my allowance, I was allowed to keep $1, but the rest of it had to go in the piggy bank.
Mm-hmm.
So what we did was the kitchen window got busted. We had 4 panes right there, and one of them got busted out. So what happened was her boyfriend put a board up there, a little thing. So I wanted some money because I wanted to get some stuff when I was at school. So what I did was I went and knocked the board out the way and came in and knocked the piggy banks on the floor, and it bust open. I took all the money. I went to school and I had a good time. But then when my mom got home, she asked what happened to the bank and everything. I said, I don't know. I came in and the thing was off the window and the bank was
Turn your ass over.
I said the bank is on the floor. I said, I don't know what happened. Okay.
You bad.
She baited me. She asked me all the questions and everything and did everything. And then finally she got the truth. When she got the truth, she told my behind up good fashion. I said, I ain't stealing nothing. No. After that was my last woman, I ain't steal nothing else.
Y'all, I mean, y'all can buy that 6 to 8, but I'm gonna go a little higher.
No,
You don't start out that bad and then just stop. I got cousins.
I was watching It Takes a Thief. That's what started that stuff.
Once it's in your blood, it's in your blood.
I learned how to pick locks and all that stuff. Well, that's what got it out my blood. That beating. My mama didn't play. She hit me with a belt.
Look, this ain't no thin belt, brother. this that old school belt.
I done got beat with the fan belt.
Belt on the car. You bad. They don't whoop you with stuff like that unless you bad. I'm telling you, I got bad cousins. I never got whooped with no fan belt. Now, belt, yeah.
Could you tell me how old I was when I got my last whooping? Could you tell me how old I was when my mama beat me for the last time? Could you tell me how old I was?
Probably 17, like me.
I was 17.
Yeah, you probably was 17 like me. And the only reason I stopped because my mama gonna tell me to go in there and take off my clothes. I went in there and I took off everything but my t-shirt, my undershorts, and my socks. She said take off all them clothes. So I took off my t-shirt and my socks. She said, didn't I say all of them got? And so I was like, forced. I said, no, this is where we draw the line, mama. I'm not taking out these drawers. I done seen you before. Well, you ain't seen me in a while, and you ain't gonna see me no more. So I'm not taking out these drawers. So you might as well just start whooping, because I'm not taking out these drawers. And I didn't take out my underwear.
Hey, I tell you this much. I came home, I came home, I was pissed. My mama, she came in from work. I said, I'm not going to school no more. I quit. I ain't going to school no more.
Okay.
Mama, she said, okay. Yeah. She went in the room, took her nursing uniform and all that stuff off. And I went in my room, sitting on my bed, watching TV and everything. She came in there and tore my behind up old fashioned.
Oh yeah.
She told me up. Now this is the thing right here. My graduation class was over 1,500 people. You know what I rank?
1498.
Number 35.
Oh, my bad.
I was number 35 out of over 1,500 students.
I mean, you told me you were bad at that age, so I just figured you'd be back there with me somewhere.
No. I was good in school. I went from basic math to algebra. And I asked her, I don't know nothing about this. She said, your test scores put you up here. So you do it. I said, dog. It was rough. I enjoyed every bit of it, but hey.
Peach Nut. I'm telling you, Peach Nut. I believe in privacy. I'm telling you. My mama hadn't seen me since I was a little boy, getting them whoopings. I didn't grew up now, Peach Nut, you feel me? And I ain't that same little boy no more. So I don't play them kind of games.
My mama, she says she ain't worried about it. She ain't got to tell you take nothing out.
Man, I'm just telling y'all, man, I was just built like that. I just believe in, I ain't go, there's certain limits I just ain't going. You say jump off the bridge, I ain't jumping. That's what I'm saying. It's just certain limit.
Well,
I ain't going for it. And y'all can't be mad because that is a personal, a self-conscious, this creator gave me this. But Peach Nut, I understand. I mean, I did get tore off the bone. I did.
David, I know what you're saying, but when I got whooped, that's the only thing I held on to.
Nah, I held on to that belt. I tried to catch on to that belt so to break the wind,
I held on to that thing right there because she didn't care where she hit you. She wanted to get her point across.
Oh yeah, my mama. My mama was that mama. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I don't want you to think she abused me. She didn't abuse. She raised me right.
Oh, I got raised right. I been whooping one time. I accidentally got hit in the eye. You know how your mama arm go up and accidentally you get because you ducking and dodging and shit. You see accidentally bump me in my eye, and it was just an old bump. J3 didn't even hurt nothing, right? But I hollered even louder, right? Like she killed me when she hit me in the eye, right? So I thought that she was gonna stop. Nah, she said you shouldn't have been here.
What?
Hey, all she was saying is you should have got in trouble. You wouldn't be here at this point.
No, and that's one of the things right there. That wasn't child abuse then. That wasn't child abuse. That was raising the child.
Oh, that was raising. You know what the belt dance is, Peach Nut. You know what it is. You just ducking at it.
Now the parents are scared to whoop their children because they want to say it's being rude and all this.
Kids nowadays,
you train up a child. Part of that beating is part of that training.
J3, they got rights nowadays.
David, let your child come stay in my house for a week. I'm gonna tell you how much rights they got.
Man, they got rights, man. Back then, we didn't have no rights. What your mama say?
That's it.
What Miss Ann say? What Mr. Herbert say? It was that type of party back then. You calling him a lie? That man don't even like me, mama. What you say? I said, no, I ain't calling no lie.
And Lynette, you know when my kids start getting beat? Me and my wife raised her sister kids. Them kids came to us in 95.
Who Lynette calling bad, J3? She said us too.
Yeah, y'all too. What? My kids did not get whoopings until the other kids came to live with us because my kids had respect and they know what they're supposed to do. They tried to get over when the other three kids came to live with us. And I told all they behind up.
I went to Tom Thumb one time as a little boy. And my brother liked Hot Wheel cars. I ain't care too much for that. I was outside playing football with my partner. But my brother was a loner. He liked to be by. I'm really the loner, but I interact with people. He don't really do that. So he'd be playing with his little car. Man, we walked up to Tom Thumb one day, and he got a car and I got one. And they saw us. Man, they called us to the back room. Man, do you know, I ended up putting that car down before I even got back there. Because I knew that if my mama catch that wind of that boy stealing, y'all might not even know me today. Y'all probably wouldn't even know me. I promise you. Stealing? Y'all probably wouldn't know me.
Yeah. Mom tell me you ain't gonna steal nothing. And see, back then when we was young, when you go to the grocery store, that's the best time to get stuff.
You thought? That's the best time you thought it was to ask for something, and then you get hit and you cross your teeth.
Now, I used to go to the store.
Ask me for nothing.
When I lived in Long Island, this lady that was so-called my godmother, whenever she says time to go to the store, me and her kids would load up in the car. They take us with them to the big store, and we come out the big store. We got pockets full of candy. She got the grocery, and we got candy. We come back home, put it all together, and enjoy our candy. Now that's a shame. I'm on here. I can't even get J3GS Farm to come up on the big screen.
Huh?
I'm trying to get myself to come up on the big screen.
Oh man, you scared me, man. I'm gonna say, what you talking about, Jay? You up here?
I told you in my new office, I got a big TV in here and all this stuff, man.
Shantae, I used to live on Polk and Camp Wisdom, right beside Eastgate Baptist Church, right? Girl, I rode my bicycle all the way to Redbird one time. Almost didn't make it back home because I thought it was too far when I got there. So you trying to put yourself on the TV?
Yeah, I wanted to read instead of reading this little stuff down here.
Oh, okay. It might, you don't think it'll echo, do you?
Oh, I'm gonna turn it down.
Now everybody watching on big screen. You know one thing about the big screen, don't it make you you watch commercials?
Commercials don't come up on mine.
The net, I went up to that mall and almost couldn't get back because I couldn't. It was a long way. And you know my mama.
My stepmother.
Okay. Yeah, I came up right beside Eastgate Baptist Church, third house down in that alley right behind it. You can see my house on Polk, third house down. We used to have Eastgate used to actually be our Reagan there. That used to be our church.
Place you have a good one, sis.
Yeah, we used to play football and everything up there.
I think I'm gonna tell y'all one more good one, then I'm gonna let y'all go.
Actually stayed around on Redbird Lane. Wow, you don't think I know, did you? Baby, your boy is in Oak Cliff.
Mad Farmer, welcome in.
What's up, Mad Farmer?
Man, I don't feel bad being up late at YouTube. Okay. David.
Huh?
I will give you a hint, but I ain't gonna tell you.
What you mean, man? You know what?
I'll give you a hint, but I ain't gonna tell you.
Mad Farms is your cousin.
No, Farm ain't no kin to me.
Okay.
We friends. Hopefully I get to meet him one day.
Okay. Yeah.
Farms, old boy kind of upset with me and mad with me because I got something that he don't.
Yeah, that Joe Bacata. Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. Yeah.
This man got some of everything. He got some of everything.
Man.
You name it, I guarantee he got it.
You think he'll send me one?
You send him the money, he'll send you one.
Man, you think I'm gonna ask for it free? Man, I'm gonna get that tree.
You got the money, you can get it.
How much that tree was? Because wait a minute, you talking crazy now. How much the tree was, J3?
He said we could be distant cousins. Uh, why should I tell you my prices?
I'm just saying at the store, not your price. I'm just saying what the website said. I would see. There you go. Now you don't want me to get nothing free, but you don't want to give me your price.
$50. $50.
Okay, no, that's a good price. That's a real good price. That's a real good price. That's a real good price. But I'm how big is the tree?
It's a little fella.
Hey, man, phone. I want that too. I want that too. That's the one I want right there, man.
Hey, man, he live in Texas. He live in Texas, man.
Who stay in Texas?
You do.
Oh, I do. Yeah. But what they got to do? But I'm trying to figure. Man, phone. I live in Texas. Wait a minute, man. I want one of them blend mangoes though, for real. That's what I had been looking for.
Let me borrow a tree.
Oh, J3 got all the trees. You heard him read up all them trees a while ago, Mike.
Why? So squirrels can crawl in and eat up everything?
Man, I had a watermelon out here today. I mean, that I looked at yesterday. I'd have filmed that. I ain't gonna film that just because I said it today. And I didn't think about that. I got a watermelon out there still on the vine, right? Man, don't you know a squirrel? It was growing and it was probably about, nice little size. Man, the squirrel went out there and ate the back of it out.
Oh man. I got two small ones growing out there now. I think I need to go get that other one in. It ain't bought the
Appreciate that.
It's not bent up, but it's brown.
The mango mangler, man, he makes the show, man. I'm just
people down here don't have. J3 Miss Figgy. How was
hey man, I seen a Miss Figgy Fig. I think that's what that fig was called. It was real sweet. I saw some. Was that what I saw? Figgy? A fig called Figgy?
I don't know about a figgy.
It was the name of a fig. Somebody had that fig.
I don't know nothing about the figgy.
Was that Rachel talking about that? Somebody said that.
It could be Rachel. She got some.
I do know Rachel got some fig.
Was it Mr. Bam ate a fig on the channel recently too?
Oh yeah, y'all come out tomorrow. I'm gonna be on Uncle Bam's show. He gonna let me run the show, and he gonna be the co-host.
I didn't buy no fig lately.
I thought it was. Duval had. I knew I saw somebody. I was like, somebody I just watched had this fig.
Okay, Duval. Yeah.
Thank you, Peach Nut.
She was talking about a fig.
I told y'all, I ain't just like y'all be doing me. Y'all gonna comment on my video, and I ain't gonna call no names. I ain't gonna do that. But y'all be watching my videos, and y'all think they ain't slow. I'm not the rest of these farmers. I'll see y'all comment on my video, and then I see y'all comment on one of my shorts, and about 3 minutes later on the 30-minute video. Do you think David is sitting at the back of the room all day?
David got the bill tat on y'all.
Let them know. Say, y'all fooling with somebody that's right here for real. Lynette, are you ugly to me? No, baby. Why you say that? Why would you say such a thing, beautiful? No, I ain't gonna call no names, Analytic. Don't try to get nothing out of me, child.
Analytic said it was me. Oh.
Yeah, she said it wasn't her. I'm already. I know who it was. I ain't gonna call no name.
Oh Lord. We went
from
good time to bad time.
What you say,
We went from a good time to a bad time.
No, I'm just watching these farmers. It's still a good time. I'm just letting them know. I got my eyes on them. I'm just letting them know. What's up, G.I.G.?
Garden is great. How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm just letting these farmers know, man, because they think they nickel slick around this joint. And I be like, man, I don't know who these. Now, I got a 15-minute video. Now, they just commented.
I watch full videos.
Yeah. Yeah. But I be watching y'all whole video. But I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop watching y'all. And you know who I'm talking to. You. You know I'm going to stop watching your whole videos because you don't watch mine. You. I ain't going to say your name, but you.
Say my name, say my name.
Yeah.
You might think I'm crazy.
You know what nickel slick is. We from the clip. You know what nickel slick is. We ain't talking about the top where the man is either. We talking about the sides. You nickel slick. Yeah, man. Come on.
I don't know what you're talking about. When I watch his video, I watch his video, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I'll be watching.
Garden is great. All right. But anyway, what you want to talk about before we get off here?
Nickel slick people.
Oh, nah. Okay. I'll give you a nickel slick thing.
J3, you need to find out that Miss Figgy, J3, that's a real fig. I thought that was a fig.
Okay, let me write it down. Miss Figgy. Mad Farmer. You got Miss Figgy?
Oh, whoa. So you mean to tell me I should have been talking to Mad the whole goddamn? Boom, Mad. You got a Glen Mango, and how much is it? You ain't got to say it on the chat like that, but you know, you can if you want to.
Now, did you watch my mango video?
No, because you like to eat. Nah, I can't watch your video because then
I'm talking about the 3 plants of mango.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I can't watch your other video.
Okay, I told everybody who the fella was, and I told him what some of the stuff he got. He got some everything. If you want it, I'm pretty sure he got it. Or if he can't, I guarantee he can get it.
But I didn't think it was Mad Farms, but I did watch that video.
Hey,
that
Mad Farmer. He got it.
So Mad Farm, we coming to look. You gave this website out to J3? Is it Mad Farm?
On YouTube, Mad Farmer.
Okay, so we can go to this channel, Mad Farmer.
She said I bought it weeks ago. I haven't bought any fig trees lately.
Duval bought a fig tree, Lynette. Maybe you saw her video.
Yeah, I haven't bought any fig trees lately. I only have 2 fig trees up here right now, and they came from last year. All my other figs out there in the 8-up area.
And somebody help me with who video I just saw that has a donut peach tree.
I got a donut peach.
Somebody just harvested a donut peach and ate a donut peach. Some young lady. I can't remember who channel I just saw. I'm telling you, I watch y'all video. Y'all just mad because I can't pinpoint which one of y'all did, but I watch a video. So, unlike y'all, I got my eye on you.
I sent him a message.
Who was that? Mad Farm?
Yeah,
man. I like to get me a Glen Mango straight up from I want that mango. That Glen. They said that's a good mango. But I watched Orlando Gardner, and man, that boy, He real deal when it comes to the mangoes.
Yeah.
He real deal. He real deal. Orlando Gardner, real deal when it comes to the mangoes, man.
That's his whole life right there, mangoes.
He said to get rid of mildew on mango trees, you have to water the leaves. You got to spray a lot of water on the leaves. I'm like, man. But as big as his trees are, man, J3, you can't tell me them trees ain't went somewhere through them containers and went to the ground.
Oh, he said it. He said a lot of them went through the container to the ground. He tried to pull it up. He can't pull it up.
I just knew that. When people think that these trees, you ain't gonna contain these trees for so long because the bottom gonna fall out of them.
Yeah, my loquat. Yeah, both of my loquats went through the container. I'm gonna have to give me a little miniature excavator and lift that fella up.
Dang, J3, it's rooted that far down?
Yeah, they've been there.
You might well let that stay.
They've been there. They in a big white container.
You might well let that stay.
No, I'm taking it up. They going to the back.
Everything's going to the back. Right there, though, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to cut the container off of it and just pile some dirt on it and let it stay. Which is a good idea, but hey.
I would, man. I'd probably grow me some trees around that and make me a little old orchard, fruit orchard, something like that around them trees. Well, and I said that because I saw my boy, Food Forest Permaculture, Howard. I saw Howard, and Howard had them grapes out there, but Howard got some in the wild, looked like. And he had walked up to a fig tree, man, and it had another fruit tree right here. I can't remember what it was, but it had grapevines running and grapes hanging all mixed. I was like, man, that is beautiful.
I forgot who that. It was somebody in the chat that asked about the Scuppernong tree. I got Scuppernongs right here, all on the side of my house.
You got who?
Scuppernong.
What is that?
Law, what's the hard grapes? What's the other name for Scuppernong? Muscadine.
Okay.
Yeah. I got them right here all on the side of my house and everything. And somebody in the chat was asking about it. I told her, email me. Sure, I get a cut.
Okay.
Loquat have long tap roots. Yeah. Muscadine. Yeah. Loquat. My loquat did as well. I think I might go ahead and cut the container off.
That's all I'm saying.
Some more dirt to and leave it right there.
And I'll be honest with you, if that white container don't look too bad to you, one day it's gonna fall off. Don't hurt yourself trying to take this out, man. Just let it be.
That ain't gonna fall off. It ain't gonna fall off. That's them thick containers that you get bleach in. They about 1/8 of an inch thick.
Thick like them
the white
cow mineral tubs.
They thicker than that.
Oh man, that cow mineral tub thick, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get some more.
Yeah, I love them things, man. That's a good flower pot. And drill the holes on the side, not up under the bottom. And another reason I don't like drilling holes in the bottom is because for that reason about them trees, those little small holes that you drill in the bottom, those tree roots got little fine, hairy-like roots, right? And they eventually find their way out that container. And that little hairy root to find their way out.
Do the same
it's
thing.
Gonna touch that real soil, and that little hairy root gonna get big. I'm just saying, I done been there.
Well, I've got my container. I've got about 12 or 13 containers right now sitting on the ground. I'm trying to find some more plastic pallets to put them on because right now they're struggling, especially my grape trees. They're struggling. Well, I think one of them is getting root rot because it's sitting on the ground. But yeah.
You think it's getting root rot because it's sitting on the ground?
Well, what it is,
I
got holes in the bottom and only one hole on the side. So what it is still holding the water in there.
Oh. Is it not a well-drained soil that you got it sitting in?
Yeah, it's potting soil, but hey,
not the actual soil the tree is buried. I'm talking about the ground.
well, that's where it's sitting right on the ground.
So it's not well drained.
If it ain't forcing it, it'll drain. But if you forcing it, it kind of like fights. Cell cuttings.
I have an apple tree.
Analytic. That's why I had so many blueberries during the soil family. Because I was selling I rooted the cuttings and stuff for the blueberries, but the muscadine, that's some big vines.
You think that walnut tree will take out your apple tree? I don't think it will, but do walnut trees they're not like pecan trees, are they? Where they lose the wood, right?
Yeah.
They do lose. They do.
I would put. I wouldn't mix my fruit trees with my nut trees. My nut trees are on one side and fruit trees and everything on the other side.
I just like when I say things, I'm looking at a big tree. Like when he said that, I'm looking at a big tree, and you can plant under that tree because it still gets sunlight, right? And that big tree acts like a canopy. So therefore, a lot of times you don't have to bring trees into the house in the wintertime because of that big tree. Right. So that's why I look at and say things I say. Don't.
Well, you're right. But the thing to this, I cut right behind my house. I cut all of them trees down. When I first moved here, I cut all the trees from around my house because I didn't want nothing to happen. Right. And then I cut all the trees going back. I got probably 2 acres right behind my house cleared out. But the rest of my property, the trees are there. I just cleared out behind the house all the way.
I never knew that. GRG. I never knew that. I never knew that.
The roots are poison. I have apple tree, big honey, scared of brown. Have a huge walnut tree. Yeah. I just always was like that. I don't put the when I put them pecan trees and stuff in, I put them up on one side away from the fruit forest.
I do agree about certain fruit trees, but
analytic. I got you.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's good information.
Oh.
I know they got long roots.
Yeah. Long and hard.
Pecan trees.
Not compatible. All right. Let's see what
I do know apple trees can't be around cedar trees. I do know that. They get what they call cedar rust.
Yeah. Well, I ain't got no cedar around here. Only thing I got are pine trees. And what I forgot the other name of this tree is the bark is white. Peach, it wouldn't hurt it. Yeah. Well, it wouldn't hurt the peach trees because my peach trees and I got all my fruit trees basically together. I don't have any pecans or what's the name. I put them out in the field and I didn't get any more of them.
Yeah, that's really what a pecan tree need to be is out in the field. They don't need to be by your house.
I bought 7 of them. I only got 1 still surviving.
Now you can put that joker 30 feet away from your house, but by the time they get through growing,
a root will be there.
That joker will probably be over that house.
Yeah, if you take and put it close to the house, you will have a root in your foundation.
Oh, you're gonna have a root definitely in your water line.
Mm-hmm. So I tell you, it's getting ready to go on 2 o'clock. I'll give y'all one last one before I end this. Like I said, I wasn't a bad kid. Now this is when I was in New York. David, have you ever went in a police station with a Saturday night special?
Hell no, I wouldn't do that. Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all this about 3 hours ago that this joke was bad. I told y'all.
Listen,
I told y'all how his forehead is shaped and how that hairline come off of there, I could tell by that. I said, yeah, he was
Why?
bad.
Because my hairline is all the way up there.
Hey, look here. And then when you look at the back of it, them bad boys, them little bad boys, when you look at the back, they got a little knot, a little extension where they been getting hit upside the head so many time. I just that down, boy.
Oh, okay. You blaming this on me. This ain't me.
No, you telling the story. You say you wait. So you didn't walk in there with me.
I said, have you ever walked in the store? I mean, the police station with a.
I said no. I would never do it.
Now this is it. I was just a passenger in the car with my mother and her boyfriend. Now, he's the one that taught me how to work on cars. So he wasn't all that bad. He taught me how to work on cars, and thanks to him, to this day, I can work on cars. But
so because I'm gonna go back to that. Go ahead.
I was in Long Island. We were in Long Island, and we were driving to Albany. He was working on a car, and so what it did was he had to test drive the car, but he didn't wait to do it when he worked on it. He test drove it that night by taking me and my mom up to upstate New York. So what he did was he went to the shop, got a car out, and one of the neighbors saw somebody leaving out there with a car. They called the police. They didn't know it was him. So what he was doing, he was testing the car. They changed it was the engine or transmission they changed in the car. And he was driving us upstate testing it. So the word got out and the state trooper stopped us and took my mom and her boyfriend, locked them up. And I was sitting up in there. I had a Saturday Night Special in my pocket. I had one of them big Eskimo coats with the big fuzzy hood and stuff. And he said he took my pocket. He said he put a hole in the pocket. He said, "Here, put this in your pocket." I put the gun in my pocket, and the coat was big, so it slid down to the bottom. I'm sitting up in there. Oh, you blaming the wrong person, Dave. You blaming the wrong person. I'm sitting up there. They treated me nice. I was 8 years old, and they was giving me hot chocolate and giving me cookies and stuff. I'm sitting at the desk right here, just sipping and enjoying myself and everything. They let my mom out. My mom called her brother. He was in Brooklyn, so he got up out of bed, drove all the way to where we was at in the middle of. He was like in between upstate and Long Island. He was in the middle. So he drove all the way up there, picked me and my mom up. They put her back in the interrogation room, and I'm still drinking cocoa and eating cookies and stuff. And he finally showed up, and they said, you and your son can go, but we can't let him go because the car was reported stolen. So they kept him. He didn't get out. This was a Friday. He didn't get out till Monday.
Now,
they had to verify that the car wasn't stolen and all that stuff.
There was one thing that, because I told you I like to listen. I hear well.
The 30 was in my pocket. The old boy gave it to me and put it in my pocket and said, "Don't say nothing. I'm a kid. They ain't gonna bother me." So once me and my mom, my uncle, we got on the way. My mom said, "Give me that gun out your pocket." I got the gun, gave it to her, and that was the end of it. We went up to grandmother's house.
Now you say old boy went to jail because he was what in the car?
They said the car was stolen.
Yeah, but you say he was what? I ain't say what they said. I said what you say he was doing.
He was driving us upstate.
Yeah, but you called it, or you said he was doing.
He was testing the car.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
You
said that about 7 times when you said that story. You said he was testing. He was testing. He wasn't testing no damn car.
Hey, I'm telling you,
he went up there and got them folks and went up upstate.
I'm telling you what he told me, man.
No, you was in the car. He ain't told you to tell this lie to us. You was in the car.
David, Well, whether it's a lie or not, that's what he told them.
I'm
That
just
he
saying,
he
and for
was
any one of you other farmers in this chat, y'all know I can hear. I listens well.
well, you got to listen real well. He
I
said he
do,
was testing the car. He was a bona fide mechanic. He
but he
just
was testing.
yeah, he was testing the car.
So he thinks that. So let me just paint this picture for the people in the chat. Analytic, you took your car to the shop, and your car is up there with the next car, and y'all waiting to get y'all car back. He fixing them. Well, while y'all waiting at home to get y'all car back, it ain't fixed yet. The car really is fixed, and J3 partner went up to the shop to get your car analytic and drove it to upstate New York, but he was just testing it. Now, do this sound right, analytic?
David.
Yes, sir.
Why you want me to say something that I don't? I was 8 years old. He said.
But you trying to give me the story at 8 years old, but you gave me the whole story of how you told it that pew and you knew what you were doing then.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden the rest of the story you can't get no comprehension on.
They said be quiet. They said don't say nothing about it. They ain't
so
gonna
you knew to be quiet. You should have kept being quiet, J3, all these years. But you just told me the story. You bad, man.
He probably did by now anyway.
Hey, now I ain't worried about him. He old school OG. But I'm just talking about you, Paper Cut. You something. I know you got that little knot in the back. Turn to the side. Let us see the back of your head. I know you got that little knot back there.
Ain't no knot back there. I got a scar back there.
Yeah, they always hit you upside the head with something.
No, that was a bus that did that.
What?
Never mind.
You got run over by a bus? No, you can't leave us like that. You got run over with a bus?
No, I ain't get run over by no bus, man.
Lynette, girl, take care. How'd you get the scar on the back of your head?
David, you just trying to get me to stay on here, ain't you?
Okay, well, you ain't got to tell her. Yeah, we're going to come back later on for that scar. If y'all keep that in your mind. J3 going to tell us about that scar, how he got that scar on the back of his head. And remember, Paper Cut, he bad. He keeps saying he wasn't bad. Then he kept saying it stopped at 8. These sound like story when he was about 12, 14, don't it? I'm just saying. Now I'm going to sit back and let him have the flow.
David, you better not have no live. You better not have no live. Well, I'm afraid you have a lie. You better not have me come up there, boy.
I love you, man. You know you can always come up there, man. You know that. You know that. No. Anytime you have a live, man. And I need to go back on StreamYard. That's StreamYard, right?
Yeah, it is StreamYard.
I need to go back on there and go through my live on StreamYard because I be doing it other times in the morning when I have done it on YouTube.
This is the free version.
Yeah, I need. That's all I got. And people talking about you can't get it. Hey, you can just log into it and hook it up to your YouTube. You can get on that for free.
Now this is it's not. Let me see. Should I tell about the scar on my head or not?
Come on, man. We're trying to hear it. I ain't gonna say nothing. See, he's trying to figure out Miss Gail. He's trying to figure out, was I bad?
No, I wasn't bad. I was totally innocent when this happened. I was on my bike riding to work when this happened.
Now, you say you totally innocent riding on your bike to work, so that means you're going to work.
Yeah, okay. I was going to work.
If you say I was just riding on my bike, I was gonna say, well, did your mama tell you to stay on the street?
Well, we rode
our bikes on the street, stay on the street, and then you turn the corner and then something happened. Didn't I tell you to stay on the street? See, I'm talking about that. See, you can't get me. I'm trying to figure out if it's one of them type stories because I know how this stuff goes, J3. I got a mama, man, and she whooped me religiously. So you can't tell me no lies, brother. I done been through them all. I promise you.
No, this straight up. I was in Chicago. Just got home from school, ate me something, changed clothes, got on my bike, going to work at the community store. And they find out it was the bus driver's fault. because he was driving the bus drunk. When there's a bus coming, you know the bus stops at each corner. So whenever there's a bus behind me, I would move over. The bus came up behind me, but he didn't hit his brakes or nothing. He just kept going. Find out he was drunk. So what he did was he hit the back of my bike. I flew up, tore all that up. The only thing I remember, this white lady, she had been about 60, 70 years old. There was a manufacturer on the main street. This lady busts out the door because I was trying to get up and run off. This lady, she ran over there. She tackled me. Do not get up. Do not get up. Do not get up. She held me down, put her hand on my head and everything. White lady. And finally, I just stayed there. Police came. Other people ran out the factory and everything. And that was it. They did the investigation and everything, and they found out the bus driver was drunk, and he was driving the bus. Well, he got charged, and because of my dad's lack of knowledge and everything, they got over on me. I was 16? I was 16 years old, and because of his lack of, I just turned 17. And for his lack of education and knowledge and stuff, the bus company got over. So that's it. But it messed, while I was in school, it kind of messed my life up. I'd be sitting in class. Yo, how did I come to school with no shoes and no shirt on?
Damn, huh?
It was that mind thing. I got hit in the head. I was in the hospital just for a week. And after I came out, I stayed out of school like 2 or 3 days, went back to school. And I'm sitting there at my seat. Now, how did I come? There's snow outside. How did I come to school with no shoes and no shirt on? I said, what? I said, I'm losing my mind or something. And what really made it bad was I could deal with it. But then my girlfriend's class, her homeroom got split up. And she came in my homeroom. And she was sitting right next to me. Every time she come in, I put my head down. Because I knew I was hallucinating about something. But I couldn't tell her. And I said, oh, man.
Yeah, well.
Man, hey. I'm on the bad side all the time.
Well, you done been through some stuff.
Yeah. TBI. Well, hey, y'all know me now. You don't know all of me, but you know me.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
No, it's hey, we all go through something. And the best part is when you recover from it. Because for a good while, I didn't think I was going to recover from it. And one of the things helped me was I went in the military. I got out of Chicago, and once I got in a structured environment, that's what actually helped me out. But then it gave me another part of my mind. So y'all know how the military is.
Man, that was a good one. Huh? Not a good one. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, like Shantae said, thank you. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. And the good thing about it is I survived, and I got out of my mind.
You ain't lying. I be thinking about things like that. I had a head-on collision on the freeway back in 2010. And man, I never saw the car. I never saw it coming towards me. I never saw no headlights or nothing. I was in the fast lane doing the right thing. I was going home. And I wasn't speeding. I was going like 68, 70 miles an hour in the fast lane. And out of nowhere, I don't even remember the wreck. But afterwards, I remember the wreck, because I remember standing, when I came to, I was standing in the middle of the freeway. And I still didn't know what had happened. Yeah. I was on 8th Street in 35.
And And you know what? The girlfriend I had then, I'm still looking for her today. She went and joined the military too, but she went somewhere totally different. And I've been looking for her still. I sent my brother to her house, and he said they moved, but I like to see her today because I got some stuff to explain to her.
Mm. 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 Yeah, man, I'm serious. Man, yeah, y'all don't even know, man. That's why I look at life and I just be like, that I don't hold nothing. Man, I ain't serious about none of this shit. Yeah, please. Nah. Man, I was in that bit and I knew, man. When I saw that car after, because at that time I flew to Ohio. I flew to St. Clairsville, Ohio. I'll never forget this because that was my first time ever flying, ever. And so I flew up to St. Clairsville, Ohio, and I actually flew to Columbus and rented a car and drove to St. Clairsville, Ohio, and bought this El Camino that sat on the showroom floor. Showed it.
Big money.
Huh?
Big money, big money.
Nah, man. But you know what's funny, J3? When I got back to Dallas, because I drove that car back. When I got back to Dallas, my stepdad saw that car and he asked me how much I paid for that car. And I told him $4,000. He was like, "What? Man, you stole this car." But J3, I didn't know. That night, I looked at that picture so much, J3. I would look at that El Caminos. It was on eBay. And y'all know you can't find out who owned the car sometimes on eBay. You have to email them and all that. I ain't want to go that route because it take too long. People don't read that. So I was like, man, I looked at that picture, J3. I would go look at another car and it always draw me back to, man, let me see that El Camino. Man, I noticed that numbers on that page. No number. J3, y'all, I looked at that car, those pictures so long. And it was like 30, 35, 40 pictures inside and out up under the car. I looked at those pictures so long that the number appeared in the side of the paint. You know how you taking a picture of a car?
Mm-hmm.
The number appeared on the side of the car as I'm looking at it. And I'm like, man, the next morning, man, I hurry up and call them. Say, man, because I'm telling you, in my spirit, y'all, I'm not making this up. I lived with me too long, so I know me. It was something that kept drawing me to that car. It just wouldn't let me. My spirit wouldn't let it go.
So your daddy was right. It was stolen.
Huh?
So your daddy was right. It was stolen.
No, it wasn't stolen. No, it was actually where I went and got that car from in St. Clairsville, Ohio. The man owned that car dealership. He owned a Chevy dealership where his son had graduated. I had that same story. When I graduated, my stepdad gave me a 56 Chevrolet. That car is too old. I graduated in 88. I don't want no 56 Chevrolet. That car too old.
Now you wish you had.
I'm not looking at the value of the car, right? So I went and got me a Nissan Sentra. I didn't want that old car. So when that car came, that El Camino came about, I asked him, because he opened a dealership for me on a Sunday. Man, I asked him after I done signed the papers, y'all. I'm going to do them before that. I asked him, I said, man, why y'all getting rid of this car? He said, man, my son didn't want the car. He wanted a new Camaro. And I was like, dang, he sound like me in high school. So, but I just knew that was my car. I just knew it. It's the same way with the house I used to live in. But I was young, going over there every morning to feed ducks. And one morning, my spirit said, "You're going to live over here." And I said, "No, I'm not." These nice home. I was like, "No, I'm not." Do y'all know?
Dimensions, welcome in.
Huh?
I was talking to Dimensions.
Oh, yeah, I ended up living in that neighborhood. And I was like, man, I knew this. What's up? Dimensions.
Well, you know what, David? We're going to call it quits. It's getting ready to go.
Yeah. It's past my bedtime, like they said.
And well,
I'm appreciative that they stuck in here this long.
Yeah. Hey, all other people that can't sleep.
Right. Now we know.
Yep.
Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for coming out. I'm David Corey with Crop, by the way.
Thank y'all for
Thank
coming
y'all
in.
for coming out. God bless and good night. J3, it's on you, baby.
Thank y'all for showing up, everybody. I appreciate it. Love y'all. Hey, grow something.
Grow something.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Grow something, y'all. Peace out.
Take care, J3.
You too now, bro.